Greetings.
This is the 3 list.
Oh, baby! We are back! Episode 55. And we are back. Shout out to Luke Taleño. Tiene talento el Luke ese, Luke Talento. We're going to have you on at some point. Tranquilo y tropical.
We got to talk about young Luke, man. Look who's doing it. Your kid's doing it.
Young Luke the GOAT. El Rey de Hialeah. We're going to give it to you. And I was born in Hialeah Hospital, so ya tu sabes. But this is episode 55 here, Mr. Bill. And we are back. We are back in the stew. Shout out to Jimmy Greenup. Episode 54 of the 3 list.
Thank you for the hospitality, James.
It was a great time down on the beach.
Fire up chips. Fire
we
up
took the
chips.
stew on the road to Fire Up Chips, Chippewa Drive down there in South Beach. And but we are back in the stew, as you can see right now, and you can see who is here.
Oh.
Someone has made a return, but back to me, because we are going to play another little Luke song here in the backdrop. Because this is episode 55 of the 3 list, Mr. Bill.
This kid gets on TikTok and spits freestyles against other fucking rappers.
I saw the
incredible
reaction video
Yeah.
of like 6 random people just like, all right, let's see what you got. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Flame him. So,
Yeah.
yes, shout out to Luke. We got him playing here in the background. The first song was Hialeah, of course. Welcome to Hialeah. Aquí tenemos activado. But episode 55 of the 3 list. And someone has made a return in here. This is episode 55 of the 3 list, which of course is the Jason Williams White Chocolate episode of the 3 list. This is the Eddie House. Take him to the house episode of the 3 list.
I hope we're building to something here.
This is the Joey Porter
No, what?
episode of the 3 list.
All right, you keep going. That's fine.
This is the Junior Seau, R.I.P.
Oh.
episode of the 3 list. Dikembe Mutombo. No. R.I.P. 55 episode of the 3 list. What do you got, Bill?
Duncan Robinson episode.
The Duncan Robinson episode of the 3 list.
Girl in Heat is going to be furious with your omission.
Shout out Girl in Heat. Shout out Duncan Robinson. Loves a nice Michigan blue, a powder blue.
Not a
UNC
not a Carolina blue. That was my
not
bad.
at all.
That was my bad.
But in the stew,
Stupid.
we have
You can check
the
that out on
return here. Jimmy Greenup was the first return. The second return here. The Queen returns and returns to the stew to claim it all. Once again, the Panamanian Princess. You cannot see me later. You better get live for the Queen of the Nation, the Queen of VIP, our sister, Danirah Welch. D, the Hoop Troops, greatest of all time. She is back in the stew. Our sister, an original season ticket holder, the original listener.
Yeah.
Danirah D. 821.
821.
821! Welcome to the Three List once again. Welcome back. The key is under the mat, just like it is for D Wade. D Wade, your favorite moment of Heat history.
Absolutely.
Includes D Wade, his buzzer beater against the Golden State Warriors. But welcome back for your episode. Danirah Welch's episode of the this is episode 55. D's episode. All right, so what's up?
So
welcome.
And you were worried. You were worried we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Get comfortable. Get comfortable.
I'm worried D's over here double cupping. We are in big trouble over here.
Ooh, double cupping. Double cupping.
You're going to eat right through the plastic.
Shout out to the double cups. Shout out to the sponsors off the bat.
Right off the rip.
Right off the rip, we have a double cup. I don't know if that's Solo or maybe Walmart.
Listen, they're red for a reason. They wrote the damn song.
Yeah, you know.
Red Solo cup there, double cupping. And we got some sparkling water.
Oh.
Thanks to LaCroix. Bill, what are you drinking?
As per use, we've got the beautiful Bud Light Limes. The only Bud Light available in the stew. If you come here looking for Bud Light Blue or Bud Light Heavy, we don't have it.
They
only have Bud Light Lime.
You're screwed. Sorry.
That's right. The
On
choice
to the next
of
one.
Las
Can't.
Vegas pool parties everywhere in Las Vegas.
Preach on, brother. Amen.
That's right, brother.
And over
Delicious.
here,
Drinking beer over here.
I Euro stepped on mine. Typically, I have a little Sierra Nevada. But here I have Founders Mortal Room Hazy IPA.
You love IPAs.
I do love IPAs and hazies in specific. So this one is citrusy and tropical notes, 6.2.
6.2, fuck you up. Fuck you up. Not as fast as like an 8 or an 11, but it'll fuck you up.
This one's light work. But shout out to Founders. Shout out to Bud Light Lime.
This Bud Light Lime
shout out
might be
to
like
LaCroix,
4.5.
Shout out to Solo Cups. And
If I didn't have old man eyes, I probably
I got Zephyr Hills water pumping down there as well.
All right.
Florida shit.
All of you, please sponsor us. Also, Monster with that new Miami Vice guava flavor. Please send me 10 cases of that. Thank you.
Yes, send it over.
It's only 5 calories. It is a caloric deficit helper. I can drink 5 of those a day. It's all good. It's still less than one regular green Monster. Thank you. Please send me
Shout out to our sponsors, not sponsors.
Yes. Putting our M's down for the Monster. Please help me out.
D.
What is
Welcome back.
Yep.
Into the stew. I hope it is as cozy as you remembered it, even cozier.
It is.
And
I had to sit in the corner the last time.
yeah, but nobody puts Billy or Baby in the corner.
Goddamn right. Especially not Sosa.
No, definitely not. Shout out to Sosa.
Son of a bitch.
Not there. All right. D, welcome back. Welcome back.
That's my new go-to insult. I'm taking it back. Just calling people sons of bitches. You son of a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
It's a classic.
It's so good. It's so dismissive. It's like, this son of a bitch. You could say it like trailing off and everyone knows exactly what you're doing. Like, oh man, this son of a bitch.
Oh, he's pissed. Yikes.
Oh shit. He said it.
He said
He said it. You heard him, right? He said it. SOB. He said
SOB,
it.
sons
He
of
said
bitches.
SOB.
If you just say it to a group of people, sons of bitches.
Hey, what you sons of bitches doing down there?
The whole mob of y'all are descended from fucking dogs. Miserable canine bastards.
Oh, we kick it off,
That's
baby.
funny.
Do you remember the show like that or what?
God, this is new and improved.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on.
I mean, everything is better. The video is better. And speaking of the video being better, I fucked up, Junior. I wore shorts.
Again.
And every time I wear shorts on the podcast,
Again.
I watch the video back. I'm like, everyone can see my shorts.
Speaking of sponsors,
It's supposed to be Yoggers only. And
can
I
we
just...
get Huevo Splash
Yeah, you're giving
sponsored
them a
over
show.
here? Hanes.
I do, and I got to sit cross-legged because I'm just fat and I don't want to have my. It's just a whole problem.
Banana Man never got the Fruit of the Loom
It ain't
sponsorship.
Hanes, it's Nike.
Maybe you can get.
I got
a Fruit
Nike
of the Loom
undies.
sponsorship.
I wear Nike undies.
Is that it?
They're very expensive.
Dry fit
Yeah, yeah.
for them. Dry
Yeah,
fit for them,
man.
and that's it.
Nah,
Only.
they're Christmas presents. Every year I ask my mom, "Hey man, can you give me a buy one get one half off from Kohl's
I was about.
Nike undies?"
I was about to say, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, all got
They're in Kohl's.
the Nike.
Yeah,
But at an even lower price. The only thing is Kohl's has more selection of the same one.
See, I just want the black. I don't want the
you'll
colors.
find
and
it, but
shit.
you don't know if you're gonna get the size in the other.
Yeah. Oh,
places.
yeah. Good call.
Kohl's, you
Good call.
have the sizes and stuff.
It literally determined what because there's like the super like absorbent ones, and the waistband just has the swoosh around it, and then the other ones are like the regular like basic ass ones, and it says Nike with the swoosh, and I want the ones that just have the swoosh on it. Not like I'm sagging
Very
anymore. It's
particular.
not like it's 1997 anymore, but yeah. So anyway, every year, every Christmas, mom's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Just give me money and find me some Nike underwear, please. Thank you. 2X in black, thank you."
What is the greatest gift card that you can get now that the holidays are coming up?
Amazonian.
And this episode is going to air, and people are going to hear
in February?
what holidays are coming up.
Right. We were like,
Arbor Day? What's happening? They're like,
Valentine's
what?
Day?
So, if you were going to get, let's say, a gift card on Christmas or whatever,
For
you know,
example.
what would be a dream gift card to have?
For me, it's Amazon. Like, if you throw me a bunch of Amazon, that opens up my horizons. I can sit there on that stupid app and just scroll for shit that I don't like. These stupid bracelets here, you know, if you're not watching on TV, it's whatever. But these Pura Vida, these little string bracelet thingies, I love these things, and they're like $9 on Amazon.
Is it like a fidget thing? Do you play with
Nah, I just like. Well, I like bracelets that have danglies. And so these have the danglies, and I got black and white because everything I wear is black and white. But then I got a few that are like a pop of color, like the kind of Nike Volt kind of color shit. Regardless, if you send me a bunch of Amazon gift cards, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go knock out every Pura Vida color that I need, and whatever color I got left, however much money I left over, it's probably gonna turn into an action figure. Probably gonna turn into a Finn Balor action figure.
Shout out Finn Balor,
the demon. Shout out to Hollywood who got to meet Finn. Did you meet Finn Balor the other day?
I saw him, but
damn it.
Obviously, I don't really follow wrestling like that anymore.
But you follow the three list, and you know how much I fucking love him.
No.
Yeah. So
He
what?
said he FaceTimed you.
He tried. So
Finn?
What? No. So Hollywood's the best friend.
Yeah.
He was.
Shout out Hollywood.
The day before, he was like, "Yo," he's like, "They just sent me an email. We're doing a promo with Finn tomorrow." I'm like, "God damn! Like, can I get down there?" I just couldn't. I couldn't work it out. I couldn't take the day off work. I couldn't cut out early. It was just too late. And so Hollywood, being the mensch that he is, he does the promo with Finn, and he's telling Finn all about. He's like, "Yo, my friends, Marcelo and Allison, they love you, and Allison likes to count your abs every day on the thing." And so Finn is there. Finn is there with his wife. Shout out of Valeria. I don't know what her name is, but she's a Mexican sportscaster. She's fucking awesome. And so he's telling her about it, and so she starts laughing when Hollywood says, "Yeah, my friend counts your abs on the show every week." And then he goes, "And my boy Billy." He goes, "He's an Irishman. He loves you. He's Bullet Club from way back in the day." And Finn throws his arm around Hollywood and goes, "Call him."
Wow.
So Hollywood FaceTimes me, but I don't have Apple. I have everything else. So he goes on Instagram to try to FaceTime me on Instagram. I was in a meeting for insurance at my job. I was in a Zoom, so I didn't see any of my notifications. So I get off the Zoom meeting, and of course I go right to my social medias, and I see on Instagram, missed a video call, and I know exactly what it was. I know exactly what it was before he even told me. And I texted him. I go, "Was that Finn?" He goes, "It was." He's like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "God damn it." So I could have went down and met him. I could have fucking FaceTimed with him. He's like my favorite wrestler ever. If you're watching on YouTube, that's him up there. That's Finn Balor. And I'm just like, God.
But not just any Finn Balor.
Oh, that's the demon. That's the Jack the Ripper from the NXT against Samoa Joe many years ago.
Because again, deep cuts only with you.
Deep cuts only.
And
man.
shout out to Mike Ferrero, which working with him in Cultura TV, because he was watching the Combat Coffee Club, and he's like, "Hey, your guy, Mr. Bill, wearing that Bullet Club shirt."
Yeah, man.
Like,
we know you know. If you know, you know.
Shout out
for sure.
Bullet Club all day.
Did you see that video? The video of the outcome of.
I did see the promo, and that little kid reacted exactly the same way I would have reacted. I would have been like, "Ah!" So come to find out, well, I'm not going to say it here on the
what was
podcast.
it?
So the promo was the kid had to look at emojis on the screen and win tickets to the WWE show that's coming down here on the 29th.
Oh, at the Heat game.
Right, at the Heat game. So he's doing it with Hollywood, I guess?
No.
Or Dot?
It was with Dot.
Yeah.
And then Luke had the championship belt.
Championship belt, right. And they were like, you can win tickets to this event. And the emojis were like a white guy, a demon face, and an Irish flag. So any kid who knows wrestling is going to know exactly. So the kid was immediately like, he's a Finn Balor. And sure enough, and then Dot's like, whoa, what's this? He turned around, and here comes Finn back out from behind the curtain.
Wrestling form, they like open the curtains, and he's just walking out. Oh,
Yeah.
it was intense.
So Hollywood told me all about this the day before. He's like, yo, we're going to do this thing with Finn where he comes out from the thing. He's like, you just get down here. He's like, just get down here. Obviously you can do whatever you want. You can do it, take a million pictures, doesn't matter. And I'm looking at my wall. I'm like, what thing am I going to take to go get autographed? But I just couldn't get down there. Like, oh man, it's like the one time in the 2 years since I've been off the team that I'm just like, God damn it. Because if I'd have been still working, forget it. That would have been the end of it. I got in trouble one time for taking a picture with Darrell Revis. I'd have gotten fully fired if Finn Balor showed up. I mean, damn.
There was one time that Darrell Revis left his ID at the club.
Right? Yeah, you told me that.
And I'm like,
you saw his address and everything.
So I was like, Bill, if Bill was here, I'm thinking that. And I'm like, then we both get fired somehow. Bill doesn't even work there. But
the funny thing about Finn is Hollywood's like, yo, because he was sitting there talking to him while they were setting it up. He lives down here.
Oh.
He lives down here with his girl. He's like, Hollywood told me exactly where he lived. I'm like, whoa, I'm not going to put that out on the podcast. So I'm like, But all right, like maybe the guy needs to like basketball a little more.
You gotta find his like.
Does he play pickleball or anything?
In the area where he's living, he might be playing some pickleball.
All right.
I did see a video.
We're back, baby.
I did see a video around Halloween time of a kid who was just trick or treating, randomly wearing the Finn Balor demon costume, and he knocks on the door, and it's just the kid didn't know where he's just trick or treating, and it's Finn Balor, and the kid lost his mind. He's like, "Oh my god!" Because Finn saw him coming, and had his girl grab his phone, and so she could film it while he was opening the door or whatever.
Oh my god!
So the video was Finn's.
It's Finn's video. It wasn't it wasn't the mom's video. Mom had no idea Finn Balor was coming out, but Finn saw the kid coming. It was like, get the phone, get the freaking phone.
That's sick as hell.
Yeah, could you imagine being a little kid? Like you're dressed up like Wolverine, you open up the door and there's fucking Hugh Jackman.
You're like, no way. Oh, no.
Lose my shit.
It's Ryan Reynolds and you're disappointed somehow.
You just kick him in his shins. Oh. Stop being mean to Hugh, you jerk.
D, gift card? Where are you going?
In this economy?
She's gonna buy.
Saca de jugo.
I want a gas card. You can never go wrong with a gas
say
card.
less.
So we actually have stories with gas cards.
Oh my god!
And the heated hoop troop.
So D, before you were on the hoop troop, we had a giveaway one time of who's BP. It was BP. I could see the sun in my head. I couldn't remember what it was. But we gave away $10 BP gift cards. They gave us, no bullshit, like 250 of these things. Yeah. And we were supposed to put them in shirts and throw them out with everybody. How many gift cards do you think got thrown out that night?
Oh, it was 3.
Maybe 50 tops. We all took gift cards, man. And it was the perfect crime. Like I was traveling to every BP on the map. I was going to this one and using 10 here, and I wasn't like walking in with like 50 and like throwing them on the table and being like, fill it up. No. I was 10 here, 10 there, to make it look like if they were tracking where these things were being used all over South Florida. But our guy Hater Man, shout out James Campbell.
Shout out James Nightcrawler,
Hater Man Campbell. He went to the same BP every single day for like a month, just pumping BP gift cards into the economy.
With the biggest smile on his face.
He's just happy as all hell.
The nicest smile. And
did they run the camera back?
They didn't have to run the camera back. Like they have every gift card's tracked, so they know exactly where they were from. So like 40 of them get used in one location.
Yeah. And again, we said that, we took a bunch and this and that, but it was pretty evenly distributed except for our man. So
we all were like real, like, I was like, yo, I'm like, I was like, give me like 10. I'm like, I'm not going to take, not James. I don't know how many he took, but he
always one.
And he used them all in the same spot.
What was crazy also, I think he kind of like tricked us into it. Like he justified saying that.
None of us knew that he took that many, yeah.
No, but he also said, like, we should all take and then we'll put some in the shirts, and then some of the shirts will have it, and some will just be a shirt, which it's a win-win anyway. So it's kind of like you got Wonka's golden ticket in some of these, and they don't know how many gift cards are going out.
Right.
So he kind of finessed this like
perfect
pyramid
crime.
scheme with us. And shit.
Yeah. We were all thinking the same thing. We're
All
like,
right,
obviously,
yeah.
we'll just
Because this economy.
Yeah.
This economy. So
This
everybody
economy.
was feeling the same shit there. This economy.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. It was still, gas was cheaper, but it still sucked. We were still,
But
yeah.
everyone has always said this economy.
Yeah, you can
No
always.
matter what
yeah.
economy it
Yeah,
is.
it doesn't
it's
matter.
always
It
this
justifies
economy.
everything.
Everything is always more expensive than it was 5 years ago. Everything. No
Facts.
matter what. I spent $4 on a 2-liter
Well,
Pepsi yesterday.
Although
$4. That used to be 98 cents.
gas, though, I have
it has
seen
come
gas at $5 before.
Yeah.
Plus,
Mhm.
and it's at like $2.89.
So yeah, I saw
unincorporated.
I
day.
saw $2.93 this morning driving into work for regular and for the crap I put in Jolene, it was down to like $3.89. I'm like, that's amazing.
Jolene don't take no crap.
No, you
Don't
can't
say
put
that.
regular in
You gotta put
Jolene.
the good stuff
She
in it.
bucks and complains. She's very needy. She's a princess. You got to take care of her. She's
just a girl.
She's just a girl, man.
Well, speaking of girls and cars,
Wait, I got another story of capers of shit we did at giveaways. Never mind. Do you guys still do Pizza Dash?
Yes.
Okay, so we won't blow up the spot. We give away pizza. You can imagine what might happen in a giving away pizza situation.
I just want, for the record, I only give the pizza to little kids.
That's right. Well, I did that in all my years that I was with the Heaters. I never ever gave a pizza to an adult. Never once. And
they
if I
get the
could,
maddest.
if I could help it, I never threw a T-shirt to an adult. Fuck them.
so
All of my opinions are mine, by the way. Nothing. I'm not speaking for Danirah. This is a 16-year veteran of the Miami Heat entertainment groups. I did this stuff. Danirah is a much better employee than I ever was, and that's why she's still there, and that's why I'm not there anymore. But
well, I want to say who I gave stuff away to.
Go ahead.
Because now that I'm out and proud owner of Banana Man's
Out and proud,
existence
pause.
and everything, I used to always smuggle things. Shout out to Bruce 214. But we would always smuggle things up to section 120 and take them to Kenny and Donnie Wheels over in section 120, the handicap section. It was the two homies in the wheelchairs that would always be right in that first corner, the same stairs that you guys would run down to the production corner.
Yeah.
Same exact spot there. I would always make sure that if there's a pizza, Bruce, get him a pizza. We're taking him out. Get him the shirt, get him the backpack, whatever, and boom. And then Christmas time comes around, and these guys would bring me gifts.
There you go.
And my
That's
heart.
so nice.
Play it
My
back. Play it
heart.
forward.
And now, let me tell you a little fun fact. CSC, in case you don't know this, they don't search wheelchairs as much as they search humans.
Mhm.
And that is public
I
knowledge.
think that's their
But
biggest
everyone
fear. They don't wanna
knows.
make it weird.
Everyone knows. So he would just bring in a...
Get out of the chair. What? What?
Yeah. So he would just bring in a Christmas bag and always would bring me and Bruce gifts. And it was so freaking heartwarming. And a
Santa?
full circle moment. I know him.
I know him.
So, shout out to Kenny and Donnie Wheels and all the sweethearts that we know from the AAA. I will call it the AAA
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a AAA.
forever.
It'll never
I was on the
change.
phone earlier. Someone was asking me what was the stadium that the Marlins used to play in. And I go, Joe Robbie?
Right. Same.
And he's like, wait, what? Is that where they built the Hard Rock? And I go, whoa. It became the Hard Rock after it became 14 other things.
I think even though it's had 14 names, I think the names that I think Hard Rock sticks. So like most people call it one of two things. If you're old like us, we call
or
it Joe
Hard Rock,
Robbie,
yeah.
and then everybody else calls it Hard Rock. Everything that happened in
Where the
between,
Dolphins play?
yeah, with the Dolphins play.
Ain't that where the-
Nobody's sticking with. Nobody's like being like, I usually call it Sun Life Stadium.
No.
Like, no, nobody's doing that.
No,
Everyone,
didn't.
it's been Hard Rock long enough, and it's kind of iconic as Hard Rock. It's
Are you guys
hosted
going
Super Bowls.
to
And,
the tailgate down at Landshark this weekend?
Are you at Pro Player Park or
No,
Pro Player
you're not-
Stadium?
You're not going? Oh,
Not going either of those?
Oh, all right.
I feel like there was a moment in time where that name just changed every few months.
they were signing like 1-year leases with these
Felt like
with these
that.
things. They went from Dolphin Stadium to Dolphins Stadium.
Yeah.
Like, if you look on the Wikipedia, there's like 14 names there, and it's
Yeah.
like it's stupid.
So Joe Robbie.
But it's Joe Robbie,
AAA,
JRS.
the OB. OB Trice, real name, no gimmicks.
Yeah, Panthers Arena is Panthers Arena forever. Because for the first couple of years of the Panthers Arena, it didn't have a name, so it was just Panthers Arena, and now people are
Oh,
like,
for real?
yeah. So everybody in Broward just called it Panthers Arena.
I just called it the BB&T Center.
Right. There are some
That's
people who
my
will call
shit.
it the National Cardinal Center, and people call it the Nick Rick at the time. And I was like, that's a tongue twister. You're going to get yourself in trouble. You need to be careful. I know it's a hockey game. You can't say that.
Isn't there like a Lincoln Financial?
That's in Philly. That's where the Eagles play.
Oh,
Ain't that where the Eagles play?
Wait.
Ain't that where the Birds
The
play?
Buck. The Buck is UM.
The Buck is UM. Not anymore. It is
Isn't it? No.
Oh, it is. It is the Buck now. So it was going to be the Ryder Center forever. This was done deal before they built it. Everyone, Ryder had signed a thing. So for the first couple of years, it was the Ryder Center, and now it's the Buck. It's still Bank United, I believe. Yeah.
Shout out to Ryder, dude.
Yeah,
Ryder
man.
trucks.
Doing
That's
it. Yeah, Ryder trucks.
That's how they get the baskets to all the heat camps.
This is why they name arenas, by the way. So when people are just randomly talking about it, it's free advertising.
Yeah, but Joe Robbie was such a random naming though.
That was the guy. That was the owner.
Yeah.
He was the owner of the Dolphins.
I know.
And he built it with his own money. Truly built it with his own money. Like everybody says, we're gonna build this with our own money, and then they run right to the state and go, give us $300 million so we can finish this thing.
A sponsor.
Yeah, not Joe Robbie. Joe Robbie was like, I'm building this friggin' thing. He went into debt to build the stadium. Now, it was in 1988, and I want to say it only cost like $88 million in 1988 or something like that. Whereas stadiums nowadays cost like $2.5 billion to build or whatever.
I think he bought the team. They were telling me for like 150 mil.
He was no.
He sold it for 150 mil.
He might have sold it for 150 mil because he was a day one owner. So he built. He was the
1965.
He might have paid like 80 grand for that team. A team that's worth easily $4 billion right now.
Dolphins started around the 60s.
They were in the AFL in the 60s. Yeah.
Okay, and your JETS just.
I think we came in maybe 2 years later or 2 years after.
Oh
I'm not
wow,
sure.
really?
Yeah.
Why did I think you guys were there from like the 30s?
Jets are like 62.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They were the Titans for the first couple of years, and then they were the Jets coming.
We
from
are
there.
the Titans.
Well, the Titans because they wanted to be bigger than the Giants. Not those Titans.
Oh.
They wanted to be bigger. They wanted to be bigger than the Giants, so they were the Titans. And then somebody was like, "Let's not compete with the team across the street." And then I don't want to talk about those jerk-offs. Speaking of JRS, man, I spent my Sunday watching the friggin' Jets.
I saw that.
Good times, man. Good times.
All I could say was, someone check on Billy.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, everybody's always worried about me. I'd come to grips with it. It's fine. It's the Euros. It's complete.
Wait, what happened? What happened with the Jets?
The Dolphins and the Jets
We lost the
played.
Dolphins.
Oh, that.
We lost
Okay.
the Dolphins, my least
Well,
favorite team.
again, this is airing in February, so no one knows
yeah.
what's happening.
That
Congratulations!
one
time. You're Super Bowl
Congratulations to
champions.
the. Let's go with the Detroit Lions. Congratulations, Detroit
Wow,
Lions, for
dude.
winning the
You know
Super Bowl.
what? I
That would be
honestly
something.
I honestly hope that. Shout out to our last guest, Jimmy Green.
That would be something.
Because if Sterling Heights' sweetheart can celebrate a Detroit Lions Super Bowl,
That'd be
that'd
crazy.
be pretty dope, man.
That'd be crazy.
Shout out to Tim the
Toolman Taylor.
and
Man, I wanna shout
Barry
him out.
Sanders
And Eminem
and
and
Grandpa Marshall Mathers.
Big Sean, Royce the 5'9". Shout out to D.O. Detroit. What?
What?
Detroit. What?
What? Jimmy's 17 mile, so
A little further away.
a little. Keep going after 8.
So let's see. What other capers did we give away with? I was thinking of earlier with the heaters. Oh, timely. There was a WWE show coming. It was Monday Night Raw. It was like a big show. It was going to be a show. It ended up being the show where The Rock showed up. Like it was a big deal. Like The Rock came back.
Oh, that was his comeback one.
It was like a comeback show
remember that.
in Miami.
Wait, the one that he goes finally and has come home.
Home. And he rock bottoms Michael Cole wearing a Celtics jersey. It was like the
Oh,
height of the Heat and the Celtics. What a night, God! When I die, the last thing I see will be that night. And so anyway, we were planning on going. Me, Marcelo, Shane, shout out all these ex Hoop Troop members. We love y'all. And we were all planning on going anyway, so we were gonna buy tickets. And then Sean the T-shirt guy, shout out, love you forever, Sean the T-shirt guy.
Sean the T-shirt guy.
He walks
Goated.
in. He walks in with a stack of WWE tickets, and he's like, "These go into shirts, and throw them out with the shirts." And I'm like, "Cool, we'll do that."
Psych.
And Sean walks out, and I go, "I need fucking 4 of those." And then Shane was like, "Yeah, give me 2." And Celo's like, "Yeah, I'll take a couple." And it was like, "All right, cool." So we're gonna. It was a whole row. It was a whole row in like 112, 111 area. So I think we threw out maybe 5 or 6 actual tickets, and we were super nervous because we were like, "Damn, we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be all Hoop Troop in that row." and we're gonna get in trouble. But we weren't thinking about that at the time. We're like, damn, it's pretty easy to just bust us wide open. They're gonna be like, damn, it's all Hoop Troop in that row. So what happens when we get there? Every ticket we threw out, those people didn't go. Those people had no interest in seeing some WWE. So we had the whole row to ourselves. Thank God we kept the tickets. Otherwise, that whole row would have been empty.
You're welcome.
We did them a favor. It was me, Cello, Shane, my boy Chris. I don't remember who else went. But if we wouldn't have went, nobody would have went.
And that's bad on everyone.
Yeah, I have a dope picture of that because we got on camera on the show. Because when The Rock comes out, I'm wearing a Rock shirt. And I'm like doing maybe we used to pop jerseys and stuff back in the day. So I'm doing like the jersey pop for The Rock. And they put us on camera. And I watched it on WWE Network and I paused it and I took a screenshot of it. So I have that forever. It's me and Cello and my boy Chris celebrating The Rock. It's so
What a
good.
time.
What a time. Another time we were just like, it's just capers, man. Listen here, sponsors. If you send gift cards or tickets or whatever into the Heat locker room, dressing room B, there's a chance it don't come out. There's a real chance. You better wrap that up in a parachute and drop that shit because it ain't going to make it out the damn arena. These opinions are of Mr. Bill 11, former Miami Heat employee, not the current Heat employees in the building.
Nothing to do with me.
She would never go to no damn WWE show. Not a one.
I mean, if Lena made a comeback.
There you
maybe.
go. Shout out Lita.
Wow. Lita.
Shout out Lita and Trish Stratus.
Shout out.
Made a lot of young boys into men on that Monday Night Raw episode. Good Lord.
Very true. For me, it started with Sable, and then it went all the way.
All the way.
What a time.
All right, man. Interview Danirah.
Well, no,
Shit, we don't even know what movie she's watching.
Ask you one more question about
Capers.
the capers.
Capers.
Somewhat though. With the wrestling and the wrestling being in the arena, how many of those like seat filler? Because I remember people
So
would
many.
ask us,
So many.
and that was actually they would ask us for it. So how many? And most memorable, if you had one.
Oh,
Because
easy.
those random ones, but
Easy money. Okay, so the seat filler. I'm gonna let you in behind the curtain. Shout out WWE. We're gonna blow up your spot. Not every show is sold out to the gills at like WWE television would lead you to believe. So every arena that hosts a WWE televised program has seat fillers. So some like if you go to an AEW show, you'll notice actual wrestlers wearing clothes like suits and stuff, hard camera side, so they can like fill the seats. WWE doesn't do that. They know they're in demand. So if you happen to have a friend who works at an arena that hosts a WWE event that's going to be televised, tell them to put you on the seat filler list. And you show up 2 hours before the show, and they stick you in a section off to the right or left. So you're going to watch the show no matter what, fully, all the way through. But if you luck out, you're going to get plopped down in seats that are owned by people year round who would be caught dead at a WWE wrestling show. And so at the AAA, that just happens to be the flagship seats, the big comfy flagship seats. People own those seats all year. Those aren't sold on an individual basis. Those are basically season tickets that you can buy there. They're like buying a luxury suite because you get access to all the fun stuff underneath the arena. So WrestleMania happens here in Miami. John Cena versus The Rock. My boy Chris and I go with Chris's brother Derek, our boy Uptown Dale. Dale goes to experience WrestleMania. He's like, I know about WrestleMania. I don't care about wrestling. I need to experience it. I got to see it. So Dale comes with us. We go to WrestleMania. The next night, Monday Night Raw is at the arena. So obviously I'm like, yo, put me on the seat filler list. So what they do is if anybody leaves their seat opposite the camera at a WWE show, they pluck you out of the seat filler area and they stick you in those seats until the people whose tickets they are come back. They don't ever want it to look like people have left the show. The show always has to look full. So they sit there and they plug you down. So at the beginning of the show, right before they're about to go live, and it's Miami, so everyone's kind of late, they pluck a bunch of us and stick us in these seats, right? So me and my boy Chris, who came with me as a seat filler, get stuck front row center in these flagship seats for the Raw after WrestleMania, which is traditionally the biggest Raw of the year because that's when they reset all the storylines. Because like WrestleMania is where all the stories end for the year, and then I don't know if you guys know this or not, pro wrestling is scripted, and it goes into
real to me,
right.
damn it.
The action is real, but the stories are scripted. They don't actually hate each other. So they stick us in these seats, and we are front and center for Brock Lesnar's return to WWE. He had been gone for a couple years doing UFC. He comes out the night after John Cena loses to The Rock at WrestleMania. He gets beat up by Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw. Worst 48 hours of John Cena's life. He gets beat up by Brock Lesnar, and it's another video that I've taken a picture of off the WWE Network, a screenshot, and been like, here's me and my boy Chris watching Brock Lesnar get fucking F5'd out of the ring by Brock Lesnar. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was the luckiest night of my life because we got plopped in those seats pre-show, and the people who owned those seats never showed up. We sat there the entire 3-hour show. We were afraid to like go get food or go to the bathroom or anything because we thought we were gonna get replaced and we wouldn't get them back. So we sat there for the 3.5 hours the whole time. It was amazing. What a night. I remember that. Shout out Chris, man. Shout out CA. He knows we still talk about that shit. Whenever Brock Lesnar shows up on TV, he's like, remember when we saw this? I was like, hell yeah, I do.
We live that.
Yeah, so that's the seat filler program. If you ever if you live near an arena, because I know our reach is vast. If you live near an arena that hosts a WWE event and you happen to know somebody that works there, tell them to put you on the seat filler list. It's usually employees of the arena or friends of the employees of the arena. So, and
it's a much better program than the one that you can fly. Like a seat filler for a flight.
No, yeah, no one to do that. A standby? No, none of that.
Those standby flights. That's a tremendous coin flip there.
So towards the end of my time doing seat filling, because every time WWE came to town while I was working with the Heat, I obviously was on the seat filler list. I started to go the other way because it started to get like, I had one show where I got bounced around quite a bit. Like they stuck me in one spot, they picked me up, made me go to another spot. I was moving around the whole show. I didn't like it. So the way you do it, if you want to have a nice afternoon or evening at the WWE and you happen to work at the arena, this helps too. Try to be at the back of the line because they let every seat filler in. There's no situation where you're going to be on the seat filler list and they're going to be like, oh, sorry, you can't come in. They're going to get you into the building. So stay at the back of the line. If they run out of tickets for seat fillers, they will go find other open tickets and just to get you into the arena. And for the most part, they're going to be like, thank you for helping us out. We're not going to need your services tonight. Please go enjoy the show. And then you just go sit wherever the tickets are that they give you. Now, they might be in the second deck, or if you work there and know all the ushers, you can just sit wherever the hell you want, and no one will throw you out of the because me and Cello and a couple others went and sat in a row that was behind where the camera is, so we weren't going to be on TV, great. But it was like a whole row and it was empty. So we just sat there. And one of the CSEs came down. I was like, hey, I need to see your tickets. And I stood up and waved. And she goes, all right, Mr. Bill. And she left.
That's Mr. Bill.
Right. She's like, oh, okay, you're good. And I'm like, thank you. Appreciate you.
Mr. Bill, good in any hood and
good
any section.
And any damn hood. It was all good.
Absolutely.
So salute. And that's my seat filling story, and we're 20 minutes into the show, and we have not started interviewing Danirah. For fuck's sake, let's get
Thank you, Mr. Bill, and this has been the Mr. Bill portion of the episode. We'll have another one later.
Yeah, poor Danirah. It's always getting overshadowed by other people on this show. Terrible.
D. I didn't.
So the question that I was going to ask you before, as Bill's going to reload on another line. Really.
How dare you judge me? Maybe I'm just going to have one. Maybe I'm kicking over a new leaf.
You're going to have another one because I ran out of my founders.
Nah, I'll get you another one too.
Little juice here. So
nobody wants to look at my shorts for the next 5 minutes.
Are we all getting refills? That's hilarious.
Oh, do you need a refill?
Sure, I guess.
It's where is this, on the door, the fridge door. So, D, the question that I was going to ask you, because I was saying, talking girls and cars and we were mentioning the show before the show, and the show, or the episode before the episode, your previous episode, you had gotten a new car and a new place to live, a new crib, a new house.
You know, homeowner
you became a
vibes.
homeowner, so shout out homeowner vibes. But the car also got re-upped from the last time. Same house.
Re-upped. Yeah.
Same house.
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yes, that is a good deal. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, that is the one for that. On site. On site.
Wow.
On site. Okay.
Such service.
They're only on the 3 list. Would you like more than that? Hold on. This is what it sounds like. That is a magical pour. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Mercy buckets, Mr. Bill. Yeah, you need a little towel there. You might start reading plays on your wrist there. Old Old habits don't die. So, new whip because
whip.
same car or same crib.
Same
new
crib.
new whip
New
now.
whip.
So, the last time I believe you got a new model of the same car. Now, is this a newer model of the same car?
I done did it again. Yes, I did. I don't know. If it's not broke, don't fix it, but like get a new one.
Everyone asked me. We were talking hamsters earlier. Don't worry about it. And everyone asked me, not tonight, but everyone asked me all the time, oh, when, your Kia Soul's done, what are you going to do? I go, another Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, that is the one there. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, yes, that is the one. That is the one. Thank you. We're drinking
Solid
beers. We're drinking
ASMR.
beers here. So I have the same answer. People ask me all the time. I go, I am getting another Kia Soul. And I want to make it electric. It's only available in Canada and Mexico, so I will have to.
An electric Kia Soul.
They do. Yeah, the hamsters are out. They're not powering it anymore. Every day I'm shuffling.
No.
No, I know, but I was
I
going with
know.
the hamsters and
just doing a thing. Drinking beers over
we're
here.
drinking beers over here.
Drinking beers over here, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
So yes, I will continue to get.
Danirah, don't
Kia
sleep.
Souls.
Don't slurp your wine. It's not professional. I just talked into my beer like it was a microphone.
Hey,
I don't have
stay
anything
hot.
to pop.
Fucking idiot.
Just know it's in here.
I'll pop the cork next time if you get more. You shouldn't have any more though, bro.
There you go. That's my contribution to the ASMR.
We're trying to give you tingles today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jamie Hinkson for these microphones
that are
and
amazing.
Mike Dukes.
They're
Thank you,
so
thank you, thank
good.
you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, because we can actually do this.
I was gonna make the ASMR joke. It's like I'm Mr. Bill, and I'm going to lull you down into a nice sense of sleep. Why are your pants off? Thank you. That's my ASMR experience on.
Joyce.
The improv goes crazy. You should have done ASMR at the improv.
Maybe I would have gotten some laughs then. Christ. Danirah was at the improv.
I'm at everything.
She had everything. Day one listener.
3 list for
Yes,
sure.
we know this.
Day one
this
listener.
is an original season ticket holder.
100%.
He came in branded like those frats and sorority branded
There's like a
tattoos that they
little
have,
3
like
on
cast
my
iron.
arm.
You know how they do that?
She has a little.
They take like hangers and heat them up and then.
That's I think that's a Wu-Tang thing.
Well, it's also a Michael Jordan thing because he's got the friggin' Omega Psi on his
Yeah.
pecker.
Yeah. They
His
teach
only
you those
tattoo.
things.
The Q Dogs.
I think he might have gotten the second one, but I think
For his old lady?
that was maybe. But D, back to the car,
Yeah.
back to the whip. Watch me, nay. I would continue on with a Kia Soul. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. You already started that trend
I really
because
did.
so you are on number 3
Yeah,
of the same.
it's so weird. Now that I
So
think
first
about
year,
it.
second year, and now what were they?
So the first one was in 2016. And then I got a 2021. And then I upgraded to the 2024.
Oh shit! New tech.
You know? I wanted the
Bluetooth
sunroof.
automatically connects.
Yeah, I was a sucker for that sunroof, moonroof situation. I was
Hell
like,
yeah,
I need
hell
that.
yeah.
Because both of my siblings had cars with like sunroofs and things, and they never use it. And I'm like, I would use mine every day.
Dude, I got
What style?
I got Jolene, and I had to push to start, and I was just like,
Game changer.
"You mean I don't even need my key? Shit."
That's how I feel about the little
You're
button
nearby.
on the handle.
Yeah,
It's just close and it just opens.
makes me a little
Need
nervous
that.
though, because I definitely opened up my trunk one day downstairs while my keys were up in my bedroom, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that ain't a good sign." I'm like, "All right, well, they could get it out of here. They wouldn't go very far without it, but they'd get it out of here for sure."
You'll find it.
I mean, listen, man, take it. I was gonna be another Jolene. Not that I can ever replace Jolene, but I go ahead and get me another one. That's fine. Maybe a Hellcat.
Nice.
D, pre this, did you have an SUV as well or no?
Yeah, they've been all of them have been Nissan Rogues, but before the Rogue, I had a Scion XD. That was my
Shout out
first
Scion
car.
forever.
Is that the that's
Damn.
the box?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that
it
was the
a
box
little
one.
box.
So
Yeah.
then, wow, welcome to the three list because
Yeah.
that might be our bridge right there.
Yeah.
He was Scion TC
I had
and
a
I drive
TC
a box
forever.
car.
Yeah.
So you're like welcome home.
in the
dude. You're
middle.
the official, unofficial third host of the three list.
I mean,
here.
let's keep it a bean. If we were going to put out a third host, it would probably be D.
If yes,
She's probably got working.
When-
she's probably
yes.
got a better working knowledge of the show than we do, like of like history and stuff.
I think so.
for sure.
All I need now is like an extensive knowledge of baseball.
We don't even talk much
We
baseball because
don't.
I don't like baseball.
And this isn't
beginning
even a
steps
sports
of the Three
podcast
List was
anyway.
like-
So
The-
you don't have to worry about it.
those first 5 or 6
When I was
episodes.
still
Oh
an
boy,
usher.
Shout out to Frank.
we were
and
doing
it was
WFAN.
90s.
It was tough.
90s. It was 90s baseball for some reason. It wasn't even modern.
Jay
baseball.
Buter, what are we doing?
Backyard baseball, 90s baseball.
I had no knowledge of it. All I knew was like, oh, I rock with the Banana Man. I rock with Mr. Bill.
Say less.
Listen,
Say less.
you know, a
They
listen.
got a show?
A listen's
What?
a little tick. It's
We
a little
in.
number.
We in, and now look at you.
Those were good
Second.
times. And yeah, now
Second
you're a
episode
2-time
here.
guest, man. It's like hosting SNL for 5 times.
Oh my God, we need to think about that.
We
Shoot
yeah,
model.
yeah,
a
the
five-timers
Five Timers
club or
Club. If
something?
somebody makes it to 5 time, probably Silva. 60 hours of content.
What?
that
Okay,
record.
so what are we giving for the Five Timers Club? Knowing us and knowing the show, because SNL gives the smoking jacket or robe. So what is the three list?
We have to workshop this. I
It
think.
should be a shot glass.
Bang. D might be right.
Wow, that is
With a bottle of
Of that
of,
jalapeno
of tequila. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. And shout out
You're
Fiero.
welcome.
Shout out Fiero.
unofficial sponsor.
We've been pounding Fieros around here.
Caliente.
Lord God. You guys want tequila with some
Dude.
fucking jalapenos in it? Yep.
Why is it spicy?
Because it was $30, and I was like, $30 is better than $18. Let's get this. I didn't know what the
This
fuck it was.
economy, you know how tequila is in
Trying to
this
be
economy.
fancy.
Dog, I walk in the ABC Liquor, and I'm just like, what are my guests gonna drink for the next 2 months? And it's like I don't want to get shit, but I'm also not gonna get 1,800. So
Hilarious.
we'll see what happens here. I don't have 1,800 money, but we'll see. It's $30 in the bottle is glass. It's not plastic. Done and done.
I'll give you that. The bottle does look very
Fire,
fancy.
right? What was the one before? There was like Tres Amigos or some shit.
Yeah.
It was basically Tres. It was Three Amigos, but
We-
it was it's Tres Amigos. Like, thank you.
Oh, fancy.
Shout out to Mike, Life Brand, Mike G,
Yeah,
Life After Death Agency, Dead Flamingo, and Bruce's second home, Better Days.
Better Days.
Shout
Shout out Bruce.
He came through and gave us, I think it was Lobos,
Yeah, it was Lobo.
and that we had that for a while.
We had that for a while. That's LeBron's tequila.
and that was, I think that was the bridge in between those tequilas. That's why I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then Steph hooked it up for an anniversary.
Steph gave us the
episode,
good stuff.
and she gave us the greatest tequila that we've had.
Yeah. I don't even want to say it. I don't want people to know it's here.
Yeah, no, not anymore at all. So
Right.
don't worry.
That's also what you get when you break a record.
Yeah.
facts.
So there you go.
The
That's
shot
our
glass in the
if you
Top shelf.
maybe
I
not
like
5
that.
timers, maybe 3 timers,
3 timers gets a shot glass, maybe.
and then you get the
damn,
tequila
now
with the 5th visit, and we'll get you the good shit.
For the 11th visit, you get a bottle.
I'll give you, no,
You get a dedication bottle.
I will spring for a bottle of tequila for the 5th visit. If we, God willing, if we do enough
Well,
shows
no, I was thinking
to where we're
custom.
recycling people to 5 damn times,
Well, I was thinking like
Maybe
custom
change.
bottle,
a million more.
custom bottle, like because-
Hilarious.
Jimmy
With the
I
Green.
Green
have
logo.
I have a friend who has an engraver that could do it for us.
Okay,
Shout out Coach Tara, we love you. Shout out Mike High, like that. She doesn't work at Mike High, but like the hula dancing stuff.
Okay,
She has a crew. I don't know its name, but shout out Coach Tara up in Davie. She's awesome. And
shout out to Marlon Wong and his entire family.
They're related.
They all what?
Marlon and Tara are related. I don't know if they're related, but they're friends. This was something I learned. Somebody was like connecting the dots on Facebook, and they're like, oh, and so Marlon and Tara know each other. Yeah.
So it's because I was thinking of the Polynesian dances that Marlon does the fire tossing. and
Tara
everything,
does
and
this
then
too.
his
She's in
family.
she's
Okay.
in a crew too. for sure.
So it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah,
shout out to Tara. And
They
shout out to
fully
Marlon.
know each other. Yeah.
So SUVs pre this.
Coach T has an engraver, so we'll get a tequila bottles and we'll do
I
engraving.
love that. I love that. It's happening.
All right, so shout
It's
out. You
happening.
need 3 more. Hang in there.
I'm almost there.
All right.
I'll
So,
get like 3
but
more
next
new
visit,
cars.
you get the shot glass. So, we're gonna have branded shot glasses for the third visit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then 5.
You get the bottle.
Okay. All right. Settled.
Done.
So before the Rogue,
Yeah.
SUV, and it was the box. And now, what is the sunroof that you have now? Sunroof, moonroof, because you said both of those
Yeah.
words. So does that mean it extends from the windshield all the way to the back seat, or what?
It's
Is it like
the
a
front
Scion?
2 and it goes back another set. So it's like all the seats.
This is for people
can
who go
see
to
the sky.
this is for people who go to the mountains and camp
Yeah.
and shit, and they're just like look up at the stars.
basically.
You're following the North Star, and you're looking for the northern lights across one of the continents that you can see it in.
It got to the point with my TC that I was afraid to open the sunroof because I was worried it wouldn't close. Like that I drove that poor girl into the ground. I didn't even
opened,
name her. I just beat her up.
Do you guys name your cars? I know you have Jolene.
I have
Do you-
Jolene. I've named
Marconi.
Oh,
He's
it's
got
on the
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Miami, I've said this before. People think it's either maricon or macaroni. So I get
so
one or the other.
Damn, they got you.
Yeah, I get one or the other on that.
Hey, shout out to Danirah for having a Nissan but not an Altima because then we'd have to judge you.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And it doesesn't have a Miami-Dade
Doesn't
sticker.
have an
or
FBC sticker on it, so
No.
we're doing work. It's got an XO sticker on it. It's got a shout out.
Those always stay for sure.
Shout out
even
to
when I get a new car, I'm like, I want the XO.
The
sticker.
XO.
Yeah.
Well,
Where do you even
because-
get those now? You just order just Amazon. See, we were saying
Etsy,
gift cards. You
Amazon.
get Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, she's probably a season ticket holder of like the fan club or something.
Maybe.
So, are you representing XO across the board, or has it narrowed down?
That
to,
OVO and that XO is everything
why-
you believe in.
that's
That's
why I'm
real.
saying that, so.
Honestly, they can never make me hate Drake.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. We discussed this.
It will always be OVO.
He was my number one on my Spotify rap. That was cooked. I had no
Yeah.
chance. Did you see that? I posted a video on Instagram. Shout out to this dude, and of course I can't remember his name right now, but he's very funny. And he does a skit of 2 friends talking to each other. It's like he was number 3 on mine. I don't even know how. I'm pretty sure I didn't listen to him all year. I don't know how that happened. As everybody's Spotify rap was just everybody apologizing for their Diddy and their Kanye and their Jay-Z and their Drake top 5s. Like, listen, you like who you like. It just is what it is, man.
Like
Drizzy.
I honestly have tried to like fight listening to the new Kendrick.
It's really good.
It is.
And I'm not really I'm not a Kendrick guy. I'm not really a Kendrick guy.
I love
I've
Kendrick too.
always respected his hustle, and I've respected his lyricism. He's one of the greatest rappers that's ever lived, if not like the greatest. But he's just never made records that I loved. Like I listened to Pimp a Butterfly, and I was just like, never need to listen to this ever again. It's great. I will
a great
never
body of
listen to it
work.
again. This album is not that. This album is just like, I'm going to make records that are going to get played on the radio if radio still existed, and they are all great.
Better squabble up.
Yes. Mustard! So good.
The
All
meme-
of these
the memes
references
and
will
everything.
absolutely still hit in February.
Oh, for sure. That record's not
facts,
going
facts.
anywhere. That record's gonna knock for a long time. That thing is not going anywhere. Of course, if you know me and the soul shit, that shit with SZN,
Yeah.
forget it, man. If it was up to me, I wouldn't get it. Nobody's nothing to me. That shit goes so hard. I think I played it 8 times in a row one day. I'm not lying. Like I was driving to work and it's only like 2.5 minutes long,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I can fucking run it back. Fuck it.
Again.
So on my rap next year, it's gonna be fucking
Bro,
SZN,
Speaking of,
Luther.
like, soul and R&B, I'm so glad you brought back R&B Wednesday.
Oh, last week was the return of R&B Wednesday. Shout out to everybody. Hopefully, I've done some more since February. I want to tell the story of the day we went to brunch. Well, a bunch of us went to brunch, and some dude tried to hit on Danirah at the wharf in Fort Lauderdale, talking about,
Look at my white friend.
look at my white hip hop friend over here, and she's like,
I got one of those. Bye.
Cute.
she's like, oh, you got a hip hop white boy?
We can go bar for bar right now.
I got a hip hop white boy.
Like, Billy, get him. They stood
was it.
down too. They were like,
They were like, yeah,
You
they were
know.
good. I was like, you want to go for it? You want to talk about like late 90s soul groups? We can do that if you like. Have you ever heard of 98 Degrees? I'm just saying.
Did you do it though? Did you go just back and forth?
Yeah.
That
We
happened?
did. I smoked him. He
no,
tapped out
facts.
after like Drew Hill or some shit. I was like, come on, brother.
I'm not a betting man, but I will always put my money on you
Mhm.
for whatever. That ass.
If I seem
Turkey
confident
Bowl.
in it, yeah.
If it's R&B and soul, if it
He's
is
gonna go
wrestling
the mile.
knowledge,
Yeah.
anything. If it's gambling,
No.
if it's gambling, I'm
No. Honestly, I had a good weekend this weekend, but yes, do not all these picks are for entertainment purposes only. Do not ever follow me. That was a good day though. We had a good ass day. We went to the
was a
taco
really good
spot
time.
for brunch. And then we went to Wharf. This is not something I do. Like the double down. Like normally I'm like, I will spend money at one place in one day. If I have to spend money at two places in 2 days, that's like 2 bartenders I have to tip. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna lose all my money. But man, we had that was a long day, but it was a good day.
It's a good one. I think it was what, Barita?
Barita.
Yeah.
Barita into Wharf. That was a good ass day, man.
Can't go wrong.
I knew it was on when it was like we'd been at Barita for like 2 or 3 hours, and they were like, "All right, the bottomless mimosas are done," and we were like, "I don't think I'm done partying." And I've lived in Broward basically my whole life, but I'm so bad with directions. And somebody's like, "Let's go to Wharf." I'm like, "Man, I don't go all the way to Wharf." And they were like, "Wharf is right there." It's like literally a 2-minute drive. I'm like, "All right, well, let's go to Wharf then." Yep. And we spent the rest of the night at Wharf. That was crazy. Shout out Broward County. 954, stay up.
Shout out. This is a random segue, but still staying in Broward County. Coral Springs.
Yeah, the
is
home.
it Coral Springs Charter?
There is a Coral Springs charter.
Okay, so the revelation that I had today is
University and Sample.
So you know Andrew Batchelor, aka King Batch?
Yeah.
Oh, the
former Vine
the TikTok dude,
which is the actor now and etc.
Who has exclusively requested a song from Luke Telleno.
Excuse me?
No shit.
He heard the dale like. He's like, I want one of those.
What?
There's a whole video about it.
So this is a whole fucking algorithm moment right here.
Dog, I was just loving it when you were playing Luke shit. Like Danirah was like legitimately vibing to it because I just know like the Extreme Team.
I will always support Luke. And
the Extreme Team has always been like that. We've all always been, and not even just the Extreme Team, but like the entertainment group in total. Like when Dot goes out on tour with Fox, we're like, that's Dot.
The second Pixar ends up on a Popeyes
Silva.
commercial.
Right,
We're like,
exactly.
Everything that Silva's done.
Everything Silva's. Yo, what was my third most listened to song on my Spotify rap this year?
Silva.
Yose by Silva. Shout out. Yose. Shout out Sil. He opened up our show at the Improv.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I love when everyone busted out with the flash.
Yeah.
Everyone started that shit. Like,
so if you're Extreme Team, you've got a hype section for like we're not just professionals at this shit. Like it's personal too. Like we will big you up going, you know, like you said, like Pixar shows up in a Popeyes commercial. It's like, it's my friend. That's
Shout
my
out.
friend. That's my friend.
As I called this, the Andrew Bernard, the Pixar bucket hat here, bouquet hat.
Right.
And shout out to the Jedi, Jansen as well.
Yeah.
Madame.
I saw he was in a commercial with Messi.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like.
I think he like paid for his
Messi
meal
was in a
with it.
commercial.
Something like beach soccer or some shit.
Jansen.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Facts on that.
That's it. You know what else? I gotta say it, and you guys know this, but I'm gonna say it. You guys still do the Too Sweet after Heat wins.
That will never die.
Shout out to Vic for keeping it going.
Yeah.
The Too Sweet, if you know me as a wrestling nerd, I throw my
out
Too Sweets.
Vic.
That's Bullet Club. That's Finn Balor stuff right there. So you make the little Turkish wolf, and so me and Mike Biana, shout out our boy Mike Biana, used to come together after Heat wins, just me and him because we were both wrestling dorks, and we'd go to center court and we'd Too Sweet. I'm like, Too Sweet, brother, good job, good win for us. And then other people started like joining in with us, and after about half a season, I'd say, we started dragging the whole Extreme Team into it with us. And so we'd get in the middle of the court after we'd wait for the interviews to get done or whatever. We'd get out there, we'd put the Wolves up, and we'd get the Wolves at center court, and we'd be like, and I'd go, hey, Too Sweet. So shout out Kevin Nash, that's the way he would say it. So I was like, when I left, I was like, I wonder if they're gonna keep doing it. But I didn't really. And I went to a game like 2 or 3 games into my first season where I wasn't working, and game ends. And I watch you guys all go to center court, and I was just like, I'm crying. I'm like, they're still doing it. So shout out Vic. Vic runs it. But now they've upped the ante now, right?
Now
they
it's
all
recorded.
Right. So we used to occasionally somebody would put a phone down when I was there, and we'd record it, and it would go whatever. But now every single time you win, and so I know when he win that it's going to be on Ava's, it's going to be on yours, it's going to be on Vic's, it's going to be on Wizard of Roz, it's going to be everybody's going to put it on Jansen when he was there. Luke is going to put it up, like everybody's going to put it up, and Luke waits for everybody to walk away, and then he goes, "Let's go!" And like Jansen used to like break dance over it.
I literally just wave over like, bye.
Yeah, and it makes me feel good. It's like
everybody has their own thing. Even Jordan's like, hi mom.
It's so dope. It makes me feel so good, and it's like I stole it from the Bullet Club, who stole it from the NWO, and now the Extreme Team just stole it from me and kept it going. And then someone down the line, I hope will keep it going. So I make
pass it along.
Vic has those like encouraging words.
Vic is the best. He's like,
single
we've
time.
won 4 in a row. We're getting there now, you boys. Put it in there. You know what it means. And I'm just like, it's my people.
That will never go away. Every time we get a new like employee, we're like,
You gotta teach
"Come
them
to
the wolf and
two-suite."
everything?
Yeah. Put your fingers like this and follow.
Make the little wolf talk. That's how I teach the kids at camp. I'm like, because they want to do the heavy metal thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, do it like this. Make the little wolf talk.
pinch it.
There you go.
I was able to participate in it
As
the B man himself.
as nanners.
For Bernie's birthday, which
Right.
recently just passed. So
Yeah.
shout out to Bernie.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday, Bernie.
Bernie.
That's right.
So yeah, it was too sweet on my behalf to participate in that as well.
Yeah,
So,
man. That's
across the
it's
board.
crazy, man. Like I still get people who actually at the Jet game, the Jet Dolphin game this past Sunday. Me and Salo were walking down one of the rows and we're trying to find our tailgate. And I got my Jet shit on, and like I walk past a group of Dolphin fans. They're like, "Boo, boo, get out of here, boo!" And I hear a voice, like 3 or 4 like people in the group. They're going, "Let's go Heat!" And I turn around and he's like, "Let's go Heat!" He's pointing at me. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I was
Local
like,
legend.
Damn,
local
spotted.
celeb.
I was like, "All right." And then Marcelo goes, "That guy just busted you as a fucking Heat." I'm like, "Yeah, he did." Man, it makes me feel
Retired.
Yeah.
Retired.
retired.
But it's eternal. Your presence is
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a game
Forever,
where he
dude.
was there and we won, and we got to the center and we all kind of looked up like, where is he? And
Yeah.
we made him come down.
Yeah, I was trying to work my way down 120, trying to get down to do free throws and whatnot, and then D came over and led me. I kept that video because so I went home and I watched the replay on Sun Sports, and it's clear, you can clearly see it because they do the crowd shot from the corner.
Yeah.
And you can see, you come over and you grab my hand and you lead me out of the court, and then you just kind of like float me out there, and I go over and then you see me hugging Pixar and everything like that. It's cool. I kept that shit on my phone. I recorded that on my phone. That was a good day. And I have the video. Ava has the video from the floor. So shout out.
I remember that.
Shout out all the baby hoop troopers and the baby extreme teamers. It's their team now. I know D and Vic are the captains. I hope. Are you guys the captain?
Me and Luke.
You and Luke are the captains. Okay. All right. I like it. So, but then there's the baby hoop troopers, but and shout out to the hoop troopers who came before and the extreme teamers that came before us, man. Shout out Shayla and Shane and
man.
and
shout out Chooch, bro.
and Gus and
Lil
Willie.
Willie.
And
Lil
shout out
Willie, bro.
Rambo, rest easy,
Rambo,
brother.
R.I.P.
We always miss you, man. Yeah, everybody even before
Ricky,
that,
man.
Ricky, man.
Max.
Inferno, shout out Inferno.
Max, a part of that too.
Yeah, man.
Part of that run.
Everybody who came before us and everybody who'll come after D and Luke and everybody, man. It's
You guys crawled so we can like run.
dog. We got in so much trouble so y'all could do some stuff. Much trouble.
Everyone we just named, actually, those were the real ones. And shout out to Trick.
The Trickmaster,
Trick
shout out.
Master,
Still there.
Bro.
Team photographer.
Amazing photographer. He did
goated.
our
I knew I was gonna miss
NBA
somebody.
website.
man.
He did our NBA photos. We're on the website.
Yeah, dude. Talk about the
evolution.
It's amazing.
Dale sends me a text a year after I quit. He's like, "Hey, you know what we're doing today?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "We're getting a professional photo shoot done so they can put us on the damn website." I'm like, "Motherfucker." All these years,
I'm on my
we
way.
get one group shot at midcourt after a game. People in the back like pushing boxes.
And it ends up in the yearbook.
Right. Trick would show up and like Trick's like got a million other important things to do, and he's like, "I waste my time taking a picture of the goddamn extreme."
Show up on the same day. I have 3 other things.
Right,
So
right.
that
Not
way-
even. Well, one time we went to the studio, but for the most part, we just do it on court.
Yeah.
It got better as it went on. Like I think even Trick saw the first one and was just like, "Okay, I'm Trickmaster. We can't do this bullshit." So he did like the lighting
there's
trick
lighting,
where,
yeah.
right, even though it was taken in a full arena, fully lit arena, like he would take the picture and then when it would come out, it looked like we were standing in the dark with like red behind it and shit.
He's a fucking wizard.
Yeah, he's the
honestly.
man.
Like, bless him.
And then it was like, good luck if you were there. If you weren't there, you missed
Oh, that was it. You weren't on the team. Shout out Ray. Shout out Ray Costa. He wasn't on the
Shout out
team
Mike
one year.
Wash
Sorry,
one
bro.
year, bro.
Huh? Yeah,
Who
we.
missed Mike?
I don't think I've ever been in a team photo with Wash. Maybe once. I think every time Wash just doesn't happen to be there, man. It's crazy. It's just-
Mike Washington.
Yeah.
Shout
but
out
now
Watt.
we all have our own individual
Dude,
photos.
it's fucking crazy. And
Profiles and everything, or no?
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
do you have like
pictures,
Okay.
and then like
Your name?
our name,
your
our
hoop troop
character
name?
name.
Yeah.
they do
And it's
group
like two.
shots. They do individual, and they do a costume change,
Yeah.
and then like this year they had the
Wait, what?
flags and shit,
We
dude.
have so
Hold
much.
up.
Things have changed.
Hold up.
We different now.
Dude, professional hater shit on this side. Are you talking about hater man? Shout out James
shout
Campbell.
out, hate.
Dog.
We are hate.
I'm at home and I'm like sending Ava like little DMs like, oh my god, you guys are so cute. I'm so happy for you. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you fucking punks have no idea.
Unless we're wearing the red jumpers and you're like,
I on that shit.
Can't do
Let
it.
me just tell you about getting drunk and talking to Hollywood and talking about all the shit I wasn't gonna do. I was just like, all right, Wood, here's how it would have went if I was still here. I wouldn't have been wearing them goddamn garage suits. That shit wouldn't have happened.
We were so excited for them.
Listen,
And
it's a
now
new
this
era,
year they're
y'all.
branded.
It's your thing. Y'all got it. It's your thing. Just know that
Billy,
Mr.
I could see you in
Mr. Bill was not
I
gonna
could
fucking suffer that
100%.
shit.
I
You know
could
what?
see you wearing that with a backwards hat like
Yeah,
you typically
right?
do. Are
You know
you
what-
kidding me? And have a
Trying to
towel
check
in
someone's
your
radiator.
back pocket.
Yeah.
Exactly
Right.
that.
Right. Just-
Exactly
I know what's
that.
wrong with it.
You go from Mr.
Ain't no gas
Mr.
in it.
Mechanic Bill.
Yeah.
When you
Mechanical Bull, Mechanical Bill.
You know
Like,
when the mechanic does the deep sigh, you're about to get it. You're about to get cooked. You're about to eat everything. Here's the thing. I got an oily ass rag. I'm cleaning your windshield. Here's the thing.
Making it worse.
No, you know what a fat dude like me looks like in a jumper like that? The Kool-Aid man. That's what he looks like.
Shut up.
So we wouldn't have been doing that shit.
Shut up.
Mr. Bill would have transitioned into a paid game day assistant at that point. I'd be like,
Stop
let these
that.
talented ass
You know
kids
what?
be
I will
talented.
roll t-shirts. It's fine.
Huh? Yeah, I will. Let these talented ass kids be talented, and I'll just fucking do
But
I'll do
none
all
of-
the heavy lifting.
None of those t-shirts are going to have giveaways.
Not a goddamn one of them.
Pocket it.
I think the most recent one that we've had like that was like DoorDash.
Damn.
Yeah.
But was it what? Gift cards for
Yeah.
DoorDash?
Yeah.
Okay. But
I'll never
also
forget. I'll never
into a t-shirt or
Into
how?
a t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys are still doing the parachute
We are
drops.
still doing
and-
parachutes.
all right.
Yeah.
Didn't
That one is I think the shirt that drops is a particular color and you win a cruise or
Yeah.
you know, if not then it's just like
you can't
Tacky
trust
hats.
you can't trust the extreme team with
Tacky
a with a voucher for a free cruise. No. It just turns out nobody won.
A
And
no, Hollywood gets that
Luke
gem. That
Taleno
was fun.
mixtape? Oh
Wow.
my God. Yeah, wrapped it.
it's a flash
It's a
drive.
USB.
Is this
Exactly.
the
Flash
same
drive.
Flash drive.
The whole shit. You just plug it in your phone, it uploads automatically.
Welcome to Hialeah. Whoa, shit.
How many
I
times
like
did
this.
how many
I
times
like-
did Mr. Bill go up for parachute drops, Junior? How many times have you been up there?
That what? No, you weren't. Wait, that zero.
No, I went up a few times.
Zero that I can recall. So that means less than 10.
It's less than 5.
Okay.
It's less than 5. It's probably 3. And it was definitely a situation where it was like, when I first got there, I was Hoop Troop, and the actual extreme team that used to do dunk shows existed.
Yeah.
They would do it exclusively. When we all got like morphed into one big thing, when LeBron came, I did a couple, and then I finally was just like, listen, guys, I'm deathly afraid of heights. I cannot go up there. We cannot do this. I will.
Yeah.
And I did it a few times because it was like we were just way short and we had to have people up there. But I know. And when I got a little stroke and I got a little veteran shit, I was just like, Mr. Bill doesn't do the fucking parachute drop. No. I will roll a million of those motherfuckers to make up for the fact I'm not going up there. But
Were you the only one that didn't go up?
I think everybody else for the most part liked it. Like they liked the view. They like taking pictures up there, even though you're not supposed to have your phone up there.
We got
Yeah.
3 now that are like
That won't go.
I'm not going up there.
See, man, you got to earn your dues. At least I've done it. I've been there.
I don't mind it, but my biggest fear is that whole notion of something is going to fall.
Dude, I used to
Don't take your phone.
I used to
Don't take
empty
your
my pockets.
this.
I used to be
Yeah.
petrified of something falling out of my pockets
Yeah.
and killing somebody in the 100 level.
I'm a firm believer that like the things that you're not supposed to do, I just don't do them.
Just don't do
Because
them.
God is going to make me the example, and I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be
Final
like
destination
see what
happens with
happened?
you. Yeah. Like
Imagine
always.
you got the
The
best
first
seats you've ever had at a professional sporting event. You're in the 3rd row. You're behind, DJ Khaled or some shit,
And,
and somebody's cell phone smashes you in the head from 400
Bro.
feet up.
No, that's you die.
That's
From that height,
Yeah.
that'll kill you.
It's not
That
400
is an
feet. This might be
object
like
that'll
100
kill
feet.
you, dude.
Even with the pins in my hair, like I try not to like do too much because in my mind that's the time that all of my pins are going to just disengage from the back of it and just.
I got one of the times I threw the parachute, I got like 2 of them hung up because I didn't throw them out
Yeah,
further enough
I've
because
done
I wasn't going to the edge. Like I was standing in the middle of the catwalk and just like taking them and like, and they just
Good luck, everybody.
they got hung up. And I was just like, man, I'm not doing it. I think I might have dropped one that went down like a missile because it wasn't the parachute didn't come out.
Yeah.
So it just like right into the.
Catch it.
So we found a shout out Sean the T-shirt guy again, a legend.
Absolute.
He found a job for me after a while. I went to him and I was like, look, man, I don't want to do this. And he was like, all right, man, you don't have to do it. He's like, but your job now is you have to stand on court, which again for me was like, yay. And you have to stand on court and you have to make sure any of the parachutes don't get rogue and end up on court. You got to get those off. And I think it happened one time in the 300 times that I did it.
Really?
Yeah. It was crazy. Like it was coming down. And I don't know if it hit a gust of AC or some damn thing, but it made like a hard left and it was like trending towards. And I was like, that's going to end up in the Pistons bench.
Is this going to happen?
And it made it to midcourt at the paint. I was like, come out of here.
Really?
And ran it.
You dove for this T-shirt in front of Charlie Villanueva.
We still had like 16 seconds before the buzzer went off, so we had time. But I was just like, shit, this thing's going into the Pistons bench for sure. Stan Van is going to be furious. He's not going to want this cruise. He can afford his own.
Shout out Stan Van.
Shout out SVG.
Shout out Stan Van Gundy. Some of the greatest handles in coaching history. That video of him
going around the back,
bruh.
Yeah,
swag king
and
gold.
That video, that picture they caught of him at the bike relay that they did like a charity bike thing, and somebody just took a random picture of him like standing off to the side and kind of like looking hard, and somebody was like, "This is a mixtape photo," because he's wearing like a gray sweatsuit. And so somebody put like the parental advisory sticker on it and like put it. It's all over. And to this day, you can find it on Twitter.
Hilarious.
It's so funny.
D, you mentioned your favorite game. That's why rocking this jersey. But favorite Heat event, because I just thought back on like the bike event that we had.
Yes.
For the Heat.
Yeah, that was a heavy banana. Remember we slept in the arena that night. We had a game beforehand, but we had to be at the arena at 5:00 the next morning.
Yep.
So we were all just like, we'll go eat. And then we will come back and sleep in the arena because I'm not going all the way back to Broward and coming back 2 hours later. That's not happening.
And slept in locker room B.
We slept in locker room B. I have a picture of that somewhere. It's me, Doug, and Shane sleeping in locker room B. And I put it up on whatever the social media was at the time. It might have been Snap. And the caption was, my life is weird sometimes.
It doesn't always make sense, but it does.
Yeah. We slept at the arena. That was crazy. I think M. Might have been in there with us too. And I remember it was like little kids having a sleepover. Like we turned the lights off. It's like, hey Brian.
That's literally what happened.
Hey Brian. What do you think happened to Gina Davis? She used to be in movies, but she's not anymore.
We all showered there too.
We all showered. Yeah, absolutely.
And then we watched the TV, which has like basic cable. You know what it is? It's like 60 of the channels. I think
we put on TNT or some shit. We watched Charmed.
Dude, that's like one of the things missing from my little bingo card. Sleep
at the arena.
Yeah, we did it a couple times.
I remember we went to Tab 42 in Midtown.
Wow.
And then we came back.
Holy shit. Yes, the Midtown Market thing. Oh,
we went to Tab 42 in Midtown and we all came back. And I remember we all slept in dressing room B, and Shayla and
wow, that's the
there was one other girl, wasn't they? We gave them like their own space. We were like, don't sleep in here with us. Claudia. It was Claudia. And, Chooch. She was like, I'm one of the guys. Let me sleep with you. And we're like, get out.
and it wasn't Pilar either.
The same thing, like
because Pilar and Shayla are obviously like the homies. Like that.
Yeah.
All right, maybe
it wasn't even that kind of weird though. Shit, it was like, I'm gonna fart all night. Please get out. Doug and Shane will live. You might not. Please get out of here.
So yes,
and then we woke up bright and early the next morning, and Eric Spolster was riding bikes. Good times. Good times. I'm gonna find this picture.
What is your favorite Heat event worked? You got your game.
Yeah.
What is your favorite event? It could be overnight, day, because again, there's been all types of events for the Heat in your entire tenure. Not working for the arena, but working for the Heat.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite, funnest, most memorable, whatever that you can like recall?
I think I have a few. So when I first started, I ended up doing the Three Kings Parade.
Okay.
With Pixar.
I never did one of those. I never. You know why? Because they always fall on an NFL Sunday. I'm like, nope. It'd be like a playoff Sunday too. I'm like, no chance.
No, dude, that was like,
find someone else.
And it was my first year, and I started in December. I wasn't like one of those people that started fresh out the gate, beginning of the season. I started on like end of the year, kind of around this time. And I was just able to be on a float and waving at people, and it was fire. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, being in parades is freaking awesome.
Yeah. The next one is when we did the midnight jersey release.
Yes.
Oh, that was so.
The Vice
much
one?
Was it this one?
Yes, I think it was
Yeah.
that one.
Is that when they had the court?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Shout
we-
out to
I
Trick.
think we
Trick was
taking
Trick was doing professional pictures for any fan that wanted them.
And I have a group shot with you, Bill.
Yep. I still
think
have that. I'm looking at it right now. Actually, as I
if
scroll
you were
past
on
looking
the
for this.
concourse thing,
Yeah.
because
was
it was Crystal.
Yeah.
Like randomly, I
Yeah.
pulled up for it,
Yeah.
and it was Bill, like Crystal. I think Chooch, Cassie Chooch was there.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
The
It
best
was
way to
such a
describe the jersey release night for the original Black Vice jersey was a goddamn frenzy. A frenzy. When that shit got announced, people
Yeah, you were
lost
there. You
their
were there.
minds. Yeah. I was still working her.
They
And
had the license plate.
they
trailer
were
outside.
giving
They had the
away
jerseys, like,
official license plates,
Yeah.
like Dade
Bro.
County issue license plates,
I
just
wish-
handing them out. People were losing their minds for that thing. It was unbelievable. That's some you had to be there shit.
Yeah.
Like
I would love to bring that back. That'd be so fire.
it was the year after they did the White Vice, which was a hit.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. Very Miami Vice, very cool. But man, they did the
Well, who knows?
nighttime Vice. Good lord.
Yeah.
Good
What is
lord.
it? Midnight Vice, I think it was called.
Vice Nights.
Vice Nights.
Yeah.
After
Fire.
that, did you guys have a meeting talking that it was a success or
No,
what
you
a
could. I
fucking
feel like
shit
you
show?
could. I feel like you could feel it in the atmosphere that it was so good. Because at
I
one
felt it
point we didn't know
as-
what else to do, so we ended up in front of the main Heat store
Yes.
in a dance battle
With Dot.
with the dancers at the time.
Yeah.
With Dot. Dot was DJing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was literally a row of the dancers at the time and a row of Hoop Troop, and we were just dance battling.
I didn't
And then it
partake.
ended up turning into one of the winning videos because we went up the escalator and came back down.
Yeah.
And one of them is just like
Bum,
winning.
bum, 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 winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pixar and Wash went off that
Yeah,
night. They were
so
going
good.
super hard.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was a
was
crazy.
such
That was
a
dude.
vibe.
That was a chaotic night. They made so much money. I remember hearing the numbers the next day, and being like, "What? They made."
People were roaming around the building like they didn't have anywhere to be. Like it's not.
You just wanted to be
literally
around
midnight.
it. They
Yeah.
sold the. I remember the end of that year comes, and here's a picture by the way, Junior. It's
who?
it's Cass, Crystal, Gabby Gomes.
Gabby Gomes?
Gabby Gomes.
Yeah.
Now Gabby Costa, me and
Mrs.
you.
Ray Costa.
Shout out,
Yeah.
man. Yo, shout out to the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
for
Costa
sure.
fam.
And I remember at the end of the year they came out and they were like, the Heat Black Vice jersey outsold every other city
Combined.
edition NBA jersey
Combined.
combined. Like people
That's
who
the
weren't fans of
one
the Heat were
fucking
buying
stat
that
that I
fucking
saw,
thing.
yeah.
I remember people buying in the team store. They were buying the 12th kid on the bench, like whoever the hell it was. It was who was white number 9. I don't remember his name, but they sold that.
Kelly Olynyk?
No, it wasn't. He was even more vague than that. It was
Oh,
shit. I can't remember it. People were buying the poster.
but Luke Babbitt?
It might have been Luke Babbitt. I think white number
Number
5.
five?
Yeah, white number 5. People were buying Luke Babbitt jerseys just so they could have the Vice jersey. They were not about to wait.
Yeah.
They were not about to wait for the new shipments of D Wade's and
No, this-
Justice Winslow's to come in. The
This is
UDs.
Yeah,
insane.
dude. That
Insane.
midnight drop was. It was.
That was
something
sick, dude.
else.
That'll
was
never
so
be
fun.
never be duplicated. That shit was crazy.
Because the energy that we somehow maintained all the way up until like 2
2 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think that it was like 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
And just like kicking it. No,
And then then we
it's
sat around in the locker room for half an hour after.
Yep.
Dale and I didn't get home like 4 o'clock that night. It was
It
crazy.
was so good. My most recent one though, I for the first time worked one of those like school events, the
Yeah.
toy drives.
Yeah.
It was so rewarding. I
Wait,
thought that
this
was
week
fun.
you did the
Yeah,
toy
it
drive?
was
You'd
on
never done
Monday.
one of those
Oh,
before?
the Christmas,
done
the
one.
Christmas school.
Shout
Yeah.
out and rest in peace to Mr. Larry Share.
Yes.
We did that shit.
Oh, shit,
Dale
the
and I,
Larry Share
Dale,
toy drive.
Dale and I did
Yes,
that
man.
that thing every
Yes,
single
yes.
year we were with the Heat together, and we used to look forward to it. I would take the day off my
Same,
day
man.
job.
That's
we
what
would
I
we,
did.
we would
Yeah.
drive around to 3 elementary schools in
Oh,
Dade
man.
County. We'd hand out toys. We'd have a
Same.
pizza party for them. What better as a little kid than at 10 o'clock in the morning, you can go up on stage with Alonzo Mourning and Glenn Rice.
Yep.
You can pick out a present that the Miami Heat have brought for you, and then as your reward, you get to eat Papa John's pizza and drink Gatorade. Beat
Come
that.
on.
You cannot beat that.
Come on.
10 o'clock in the
Not at
damn
all.
morning.
No chance.
Have some pizza.
No
have some
chance.
Gatorade. And it's Papa John's? Oh, it's just Papa John's? No, it's pepperoni. We got sausage. We got
Oh, yeah.
everything. You want thin crust? We got it.
Yup.
We got everything you want.
Yeah.
And if the Heat won the night before, you're getting twice
You're
as
getting
many.
twice
You're getting
the
twice
pizza.
as many.
We
because it's 50%
never
off.
ever ran out of pizza. So if a kid came up 4 or 5 times and wanted to double up,
Yep.
go off, young
Take
fella.
a box.
It was so
Take
Go
a box
ahead.
home if you
Yeah.
want. Like,
Go ahead.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's one of the ones
a
I missed. And
special
that's
one,
one of the ones the first year I was out that Dale texted me from. He was like, yo, I'm like, yeah, man, I know. Like I told Hollywood I wanted to come back for one day. I'm like, just let me work Larry's share. You don't even got to pay me. I just want to do it.
Just want to pull up for
Yeah,
Larry
man.
Share and the crew.
Yeah, man. That was
the daughters
crazy.
took it over. It's really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear
his
that.
2 daughters took it over.
That's awesome.
It's really
That's-
dope. And
that's
Dot
good.
did it this year for the first time. Oh,
Right. I saw it was Dot, not Dale. So
it
yeah.
was.
Finally.
I'm sure it was still fire with Dale. I'm sure it was.
Dog, we had the best time.
They
We
had
did
enough.
yeah.
They
We
had
would-
enough of Dale.
Whatever.
Shout out Dale.
whatever little trend was hot at the time, we would do it. Like, remember what was that Ray Strummer thing when it was like everybody would
The
freeze?
mannequin
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah,
We did that at
Black-
every
Black
school.
Beatles.
Yeah, we did that at all 3 schools that day. The year that thing was hot, and those kids lost their minds. They were so hot, dude.
I don't know how the kids all of a sudden decided to make requests to the DJ.
Y'all need to relax.
The game day assistant Matthew that came out with the big mic and the big speaker or whatever. But all of a sudden they just kept running up to us like, trip out. I'm just saying, we could trip out. I'm like, what?
You're 8.
That is a very
So
explicit
weird.
song, girl.
What is your?
I didn't know about that.
What is your?
And then we
Because
found
the
the
internet.
radio edit, and they went insane. It
So
was
that's
absolutely nuts.
what's changed at Heat Camp.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Tony Fuelrider because
Yeah,
he
baby.
switched it up and he is letting the kids dance onto the next drill or something like that. Because I pulled up in the summer and I was saying hi to everybody, and then they're like, "Watch this." Blow the whistle. They play a song, and you see the kids doing the gritty.
Oh.
Yeah, of
The
course.
gritty onto the next thing. And I
Of
was like,
course.
this would never happen.
Like, Dot,
10
at
years
the-
ago, 5 years ago. And they're
At
like,
the
yeah.
share thing the other day, Dot led a gritty conga line. I've never seen it in my life.
Stop.
It went through the whole little library.
Oh, my.
It was so fire.
That little library. What school is that? Do you remember?
Oh my goodness.
I've been in that little library so many times. We just knocking books out of the way to put down pizzas,
Yep.
just
Uh-huh.
so the
Yep.
kids can come in and get their
So
pizzas.
good.
Just this is a.
I don't remember the names of the school. I remember their mascots. So we went to the Bulldogs,
Okay.
we went to the Tigers, and we went to the Dolphins.
Okay. The Dolphins is the one that's downtown,
It was
right?
Dunbar, I think.
Dunbar, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to-
yeah.
these are all. These are all.
Also,
Heat,
yes.
are they
Yeah, they're
the
all
Heat,
Heat Academy.
Heat Academy?
schools.
Who are we? The Heat Academy.
Yeah.
Say what? Say what? say what?
It was so cute. And then Dot made them all like, when we were at the Bulldog school, we all had to bark. Everybody's barking.
Who a real bulldog out
Yeah. The Tigers, everybody's roaring. It was fire. It was great.
That's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
saw
remember
that. I
those
saw
three
that on
different
Instagram the
venues.
other day, and I was like, oh man, like those are good times.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it being a cafeteria,
Yeah.
a library,
Yes.
and then like this like
Cafeteria.
daylight cafetorium.
Cafetorium.
Yeah.
That's the one that's
And those were
downtown.
the heavy three.
That's the
Uh-huh.
one that's downtown.
You're hitting that cycle there.
I,
And all the different Heat academies.
It
Like,
was such a vibe. And I'm going to embarrass one of the baby hoop troopers. He was like the most popular kid in the room. The little girls were like, oh my God, hi. Oh my God. The last school, they asked us to sign autographs. Like, it was crazy. Dunbar, they asked us to sign autographs. We were autographing children's toys because they just kept running up to us like, please.
That's funny.
But him in particular, when we were leaving, they were like, because, obviously we all have Heat names. His is Heat Wave. He's going to hear this in a few months and be like, shut up. But all the little girls are on the playground and we're parked in front of the school. And as we're all leaving, they're like, bye, Heat Wave. Bye.
three girls bunched together. Like,
Mind you, he's like 19, but every time a little girl spoke to him or said something out of pocket, he was like, I'm like 35, right? Leave me alone.
Why are you talking like that? Get off TikTok.
Yeah, go away.
Crazy.
It was
that's why
too
they were
funny.
talking like that.
Y'all being reckless.
Because the internet
Yep.
is for everyone.
TikTok might be gone by the time
I
this
don't
episode
need it
airs.
to be. Please.
I love TikTok. I'd really
love
rather it didn't go.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not on it.
I'm on it.
My little guilty
I'm
pleasure
not.
on TikTok is those stupid little ASMR videos.
Really?
Not all of them, but just the ones that it's like, let's try wax candy. Let's try those candies. And it's just this weird crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's an iron deficiency. Who knows? But it's so satisfying. It's so stupid.
I got on TikTok thinking it was gonna be like all dancing videos and shit because it was at the time it was like kind of COVID-y time, so it was like
2020.
Yeah, we're just dancing and making videos, and I made
whipped coffee in 2020.
Yeah, right.
TikTok.
Yeah, like so much sourdough bread.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Nobody needs as much sourdough. It's crazy.
What is it now?
A lot of political shit.
Yeah.
A lot of newsy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
every time I logged on, it was always like a reaction video.
So there's a lot of like
those.
Stitch videos.
Yeah.
Like my political stuff is like some commentator from the side that I'm not on saying something, and then some commentator from the side that I am on jumping in and just shredding that person for 5 minutes straight. It's pretty great. I like get ready with me videos, and you know why I like get ready with me videos? Because I had no idea how long it took women to get ready. And I know it sounds like you've been on dates before, Bill. You know, yeah. We all know the jokes. It's like, I get to her house, and then a half an hour later, I'm still sitting downstairs with her dad because she's up there doing God knows what. And then I watched a Get Ready With Me video, and the amount of shit these women are putting on their face to look nice for us scumbags who barely have time to shave for them is horrifying. Yeah. I can't believe, and I'm watching edited versions.
Yeah.
Like shout out Avery Woods.
Definitely sped up.
Shout out Avery Woods. She is a former nurse who has become TikTok famous and had to quit her job because she is TikTok rich now. And she's got like a line of like headbands that she pushes her hair back so you can do your face when you're doing headbands. And I'm just like, and then it's first it's concealer, and then it's all this base, and then it's all the blush. It's nuts. And like I'm fascinated by it because I'm looking at the little thing on the bottom, the little timer thingy, and I'm just like, there's still like 5 minutes left in this video. Yep. And it's all edited. So it's like, this took her like 25 minutes to do this shit. Like, good God, I had no idea that the girls were doing all this stuff. And then the girls who are like, this is my face without makeup. And I'm just like, ah! And then they're like, then they have their face on. I'm just like, you are gorgeous. My God. So that's what TikTok has taught me, that women are just putting, I can't imagine how, and I can't be bothered to put moisturizer on my face every night because I'm just like, I don't want to be greasy.
Just that.
That's it. I just don't want to be greasy going to bed. I just don't want to do it. I got this dead patch over here from years and years of sunburns. I should probably be moisturizing it more. Whatever.
That patch is strategically placed.
It is. It's horrifying.
And
so
your face is glowing.
Thank you. Again, speaking of not being able to shave, this is like 2 weeks here. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. Fuck it. I hate shaving. I don't want to do it.
D, how long did it take you to get ready for an episode of the 3 List tonight?
And she didn't even know she was gonna be on camera.
No, at all.
No, but 0%. I come prepared. You know,
yeah.
stay ready.
She knew there was pictures. She knew there was pictures, but she didn't know there was live video going.
No, I knew we had visual art. I knew there was the visuals. I came with some notion of it, you know. But I don't know. It doesn't take me long, thankfully. At this point, it's like on a routine, and the routine lasts maybe 20 minutes.
Dude, can you imagine tacking on an extra 20 minutes to your getting ready in the morning routine?
Okay, is it in the morning or going out?
No, I did this after work. I don't put makeup on for work.
Okay. Shout out.
Unless it's a Heat game, then yes.
Yeah,
20 minutes to go out, let's say.
Yo,
and then I got to figure out what I'm wearing.
But, okay, so just in the morning.
Well, in the morning I don't wear makeup, so it's pretty quick.
It's not so bad.
Yeah. My hair is usually braided.
The Heat didn't win, so it's not 50% off.
Exactly.
Just
it is what it is. I'm gonna throw on a work polo and some jeans.
We out.
Even all those years I sat in dressing room B with any number of girls who were getting themselves ready, and we're just sitting there shooting the shit, and like I don't even realize that it's taking them 8 hours in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Shayla was putting on like eyeliner and looking back and going,
yep.
And then going back to makeup. Like that's
they all had to have a tag team partner, man, because
curling, straightening your hair, curling your hair, makeup, or what, like that was happening while we were putting on the 3 List.
Yeah.
Right. Like when I was in the corner putting on a I used to wear they got us track pants every year. This is before the era of joggers, and they get us the track pants, and I always want big joggers, so I want to have baggy stuff. But that means the pant legs are gonna be huge, right? So I was always in the corner like putting rubber bands underneath my pant legs so I could roll them up and use them like sweatpants. And that would take me 37 seconds. And meanwhile, the girls are putting on entire faces in the corner here to just go through t-shirts. What are we doing? And all I'm going to do is stand in the back, wave a flag, and cuss at fucking Josh Richardson for taking another bad
and
3.
What are you doing? Nauseous, like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah. So bad.
You created the original jogger with those rubber bands.
So what? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I used to, dude. When they gave us they gave us snap pants one year. They gave us those Adidas snap pants down the side, and I started wearing game shorts underneath, and I'd wear the snaps open like Allen Iverson used to do back in the early 2000s. And I learned how to like the players would like
fashion god
tie them in a knot, like you could roll them up and make them stick, and I used to do it that way. I mean, my whole character is like, what's your character? What's your character? What's your character?
I'm just
like,
a trendsetter.
I'm just a fat Heat fan who gets pissed off at bad shot selection. I'm gonna stand up in behind the basket with Biscayne Birdman and Souls by Sir, and I'm gonna cuss at everybody.
Still there, thriving.
Shout out, shout out Souls by Sir, dude.
Yeah.
Just did my cleats and just gifted them to
Amazing.
the NFL commissioner Roger Goodell, dude.
Yeah.
So you know what? Maquito Way, as I've told you before, shout out to you, man. That was incredible.
That was crazy. I actually commented on that video. I never commented. I was
same.
like, yo, that is crazy,
So
bro.
proud, man.
Like, that's amazing.
He's so talented. I
He's
wish I
talented.
could gather the hoop troop to do like custom shoes.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well, he
a
does
lot of
that.
people-
He does the classes.
Yeah.
So honestly, that's something that
What is it? Kicking it with Sir?
exactly that.
Yeah.
That's
So
fire.
low key, you guys can make your own customs with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then have your like specific touch and everything. That might be something that can get lined up
Souls
because
by Sir, please.
Heat season ticket holder
Yep.
from
Mhm.
Yep.
forever ago. I think it
Yeah.
was like with
Wrote-
Shaq or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he was there at every game. That's how I got to
And-
know him before I even knew
yeah.
him as Souls by Sir.
Yeah, bro.
he was
shout
just
out,
another.
shout out.
He-
My
that was
tools.
that was my section of wave flags for a decade, and all the season ticket holders back there. I got to know. I'd see them every single game. Those are the people I'd be yelling at. They're like, hey, I'm waving the flag. Let's go, Heat. Who wants a T-shirt? And meanwhile, I'm just like, fucking guy. I can't believe if Mario Chalmers takes another goddamn 3-pointer.
God damn it, Norris! If you don't get it
Get
together,
the fucking ball to LeBron and get out of the fucking way.
Shout out to the Rivero fam. Shout out to Olsen.
yeah.
Shout out
Olsen in
Olsen.
that section.
Shout
Olsen
out
kept me safe
Olsen.
on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
More than one occasion. If a game goes down to the wire and I'm not getting myself out of there in time, and there's a buzzer beater or something like that, and now it's a wave of humanity coming up the stairs, and I'm trying to get down to get into the corner. Man, Olsen would clear me a path, man. So many times, man. Shout out Olsen, man. I'm always
Shout
glad to
out.
see him when I go back.
Yeah.
He's
so talented.
he's one of the people that, like, as soon as I go to the corner, the 120 corner, when I get down post game, if he's still there,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make my way and just pay my respects to him
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
Shout out Olsen,
And
man.
every time Mike B's family, his wife and
Every
the
time.
family is there and stuff, like Olsen is making sure that they're like situated and whatever. You guys good. So shout out to everybody in that building because
Yeah.
that's what it is for real. They turn a building into a house, into a
Yes,
home
absolutely.
with everyone that's in there, and that's the glue that holds everyone together. From CSC to the Heat employees, and then even some third party employees that become family and stuff because you just familiar faces and all of that. Shout out to all of them.
That
man.
culture shit
That's
is
all.
not just a T-shirt, is what I tell
It's
people.
so real.
That is my thing. Everybody there has been there forever.
Yeah.
Everybody there has had their job forever. You know, he's a new person. He's been here 8 years. Like there's everybody there has been there forever.
They just started
Jeff Craney
when?
has been there since day one. You know, I mean, these people. There's nobody in the Heat organization as far as like the little worker bees that is just like very rare.
Yeah.
Is it like this person is brand new? Like obviously everybody starts somewhere, but everybody stays. Everybody digs in and stays forever. It's crazy because they trust their people who they trust. I'm good. Actually, yeah, get me another one. Thank you, sir. And yeah, so even me, like I joke constantly about like I had no real talent. What the hell was I doing there? They let me stay for 16 years because I knew the routine.
Anchor. You're RUD.
I knew the routine. And I don't have my anchor bracelet on, but
Yeah.
a few years ago, a couple years before I retired, I was given an anchor bracelet by I'm so sorry, I don't remember who gave it to me, but somebody on a hoop troop gave it to me, and because that was the time UD was really pushing the anchor stuff, and they're like, you're IUD, and and Josh had told that to me one year. I don't want to blow up your spot, Josh. Sorry, you have feelings. But he said to me one year, he was like, "You're UD. If you want to come back, you come back." And that was it. Period.
Every time like a new hoop tripper sees you, we're like, yeah, that is our captain.
Dude.
Let's go captain, my captain.
It was crazy last season when I really met Luke, and I'd known Ava from doing some stuff, but it was just like, and the amount of them who were like, "Yo, what's up, Mr. Bill? Nice to meet you." And I was just like, "I'm nobody." but
You are
my people are my
absolutely
people, and you and Pix, you and Vic, like my people are my people.
Yeah,
and
for
so
sure.
and someday you'll be somebody's person to somebody. I like that there's, for so long there was no female presence. Like shout out Chooch. Chooch is forever with the hoop troop, but and then like again it was Claudia and it was Pilar and it was we had people during the LeBron era that were in and out. Giselle, who's like a freaking pageant queen now. She won like Miss Venezuela. Florence, excuse me, Florence. Yeah.
But yeah, I think her name is Florence Giselle. Yeah.
Yeah, she hung out. She hung on for a couple years. She did like 3 years, but she was doing pageant stuff, and now she's like,
bro, Steph
Miss El
Blaze,
Salvador,
bro.
Shout out Steph Blaze, who came from another team, came to us, kicked it with us for a long time, was great, and now she's back doing it with the Magic, which is disgusting, and I hate it. But I'm happy that she's happy.
Shout out Steph Blaze.
Yeah.
So the fact that there wasn't a female presence for so long, there were female presences, but it kind of got overwhelmed. But you're there, and you showed Ava the ropes, and now Ava's the little like primetime whatever, and you've got the other girl whose name I can't remember. God bless you, sweetie. Jazz.
Yes.
It's just it was needed.
Yeah.
It's great, and I miss Natalia, who was a heat dancer when I was a little baby hoop trooper. She was one of the primetime heat dancers. She was the captain. Now she was the coach forever, and now she's in charge of a lot of all the entertainment teams now, right?
Yeah.
You guys, the oldies, and of course the dancers.
Yep.
There's not a better.
We've done dance routines.
There's not a better person that could be in charge of everybody than Natalia, and that's that culture shit. She came up in it and she earned that spot, and everyone respects her and trusts her. And it's listen, I would get annoyed with it when you're in it, when you're living it. Not every family is perfect, but I tell outsiders now, still to this day, that culture shit is not a t-shirt, and it'll be in me till the day that I die. Yeah. And it's even if I get angry with the product on the floor and I say things on Twitter that I don't mean, that shit inside the arena, inside the corner, on the court, with the flags, with the dancers, with the kids, with the mascot, everything.
Yeah. It's electrifying.
Yeah. It's real. Shit is real.
It's such a vibe. I never in my life would have thought, okay, I'm going to do a whole dance routine with the dancers and the golden oldies, and we're going to have a whole thing. We did it like 3 times last year. we had a usher number. We had... What else was it?
Not the dancing usher, actual Usher Raymond number.
Raymond.
Shout out to the dancing usher whose name I don't know, but he is the man.
Yeah.
And was at the 3 list.
Yes.
At the Improv.
He came to the Improv.
Shout out.
Yes.
He's now in production, I think.
Good. Yeah. Awesome. Good. Again, that's the shit I'm talking about. You can go from being an usher and it's, oh, by the way, I do this thing with my camera. And it's like, great. Yep. Come this way. We know you can. We already have you in the system. We don't have to run you through HR. You're good.
That's how it happened for me. I was like, hey, I wanna do what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
They Soph and Steph.
Shout out Soph.
Yes, they put me right in line with everything I needed to do.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, the amount of people I was just like, yo, the website will be up in August. Get in here.
What a vibe.
Crazy, man.
How many years now? What season?
I feel like 6 or 7.
I was gonna say, did you come in with Pix?
No. Pix came in, I think, before me, the year before me.
Okay.
Mine was like 2018, maybe.
I remember
super goated though.
Pixar. I remember Pixar started the year after Marcelo left. Shout out Cello, and I introduced Pixar to Marcelo. Like that next year when Marcelo was a season ticket holder, he came out and he goes, I go, yeah, we got this guy right here to
when
replace.
He came back, yeah.
So Cello came back for a cameo. But then he left for good to work for real, and so I introduced Pix to Cello, and I go, yeah, this is the guy we got to replace you. And Marcelo pat him on the chest twice and goes, good luck, buddy. And friggin' Pixar has been since then just a rocket ship to the goddamn moon. And even Marcelo was just like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I had no idea. I was like, how could you have known? But like, I remember that first year with Pix, because we saw it, right? We see him dance, and we're just like, this guy. So, but Hollywood and everybody love that, like that the spontaneous, the run out breakdance during a power timeout or whatever. And I remember I used to just like kick Pixar. I'm like, get your ass down there. Oh, should I
Are
go?
you sure?
Should I not go? I don't want to get in trouble. Billy's always mean to me. Is he fucking with me? Does he just want me to run out there? And I'm like, would you get out there and be the most talented guy in the arena, please? Damn it. So yeah. So
Too funny.
yeah. So that I think that timeline lines up. God, that first team picture with Pixar, where he's not Pixar, he's just Andrew. He's just standing there with his low fade and no costume, no flair, no nothing. He's not. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, none of that is there. Pixar's not there. It's just Andrew.
Awkward.
And I'm just like, and Soph's in that. Soph hadn't really developed her face paint yet, so it's just red face paint on her. I'm just like, this sucks. It was just that first year was a weird little transition year, man. But then it's like damn near everybody on
builds is crazy.
Yeah, but everybody on that team just it was crazy.
Keep going.
I have to commit to the bid.
Biana's on that team?
Literally Pinderella.
Yeah.
There is no Heat game without
From day
me.
one?
Yeah, without me having pins in my hair.
You better own your name real fast, or they're gonna give you one you don't want.
Look, Mr. Bill was a strategic move for a reason. I understand that.
Mr. Bill wears a backward cap and sweatbands, and he gets really angry in the fourth quarter. That was his character.
Pinderella since day one.
Pinderella.
And was that a look outside of the Heat too?
It was a journey that I had to go through because I'm like, okay, I have to have something. I can't be the
Do a
girl
little drinking
nerd.
on this podcast. Excuse me. Sorry.
Sorry, Danirah. We're drinking beers over here.
You got it. No, it couldn't be like a girl nerd, even though I was so like, oh, that's amazing. I wish I could do glasses and suspenders. Like I love suspenders. I'm cool with it. But
so convenient. They're so much easier than belts.
Mimic it. Like you can't mimic somebody else that's already there. That's still there. So I was like, okay, well, I got to figure something out. And I had pins. And one day, like, I had my hair braided. And I was like, I'm just going to sit this one in the middle. And it just, like, the whole collection has now evolved into something crazy. And I get to pick and choose which pin I want to use. If it's around voting time, I'm throwing vote pins in my hair. But it doesn't matter if my hair is straight, like it is now, or if it's in braids. The pins will always be present.
Pinderella.
Pinderella.
I love it.
It was TLC or no, Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper. They're DJ
Spinderella.
DJ Spinderella. Yeah.
So you got Pinderella.
Yeah.
With the Miami Heat.
That's Dale's doing that
The
name.
Panamanian Princess
Yes.
Pinderella.
Do you wear any Panamanian pins?
During like the Caribbean Heritage Night and like the Latino night.
Eso.
Because I get to be both.
Shout out to Chuchi, Hispanic Heritage Night. Tremendo video. Shout out to everybody at the Heat for that.
It's the way of life, bro.
Let's
Let's go.
You heard that, Chooch? Oh, shit.
The absolute queen. We didn't even get to it.
Oh, my God.
We didn't even get to it.
Really
I wanted to, quickly, before we get into it, I wanted to
Please
shout out.
do,
I said
Bill.
there's no female presence. I wanted to shout out the last team before you jumped on it, before Pixar. Shout out B. Jones. Shout out Holly. There have been women in between everybody's name, but I didn't want to forget them. I'm scrolling through some old team pictures here, and I want to shout them out. So,
shout out.
Yeah, shout out shout out B. Jones. I think she owns a private jet company. Good for her, man. She's
That a girl.
killing the game.
I wish we could have like a whole reunion.
We're working on it. There is
a
WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
There is a WhatsApp. Shout out to Shane. I think is trying to get that going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get that together.
And
So we
Is
will.
that only vets or
No.
current?
You may not be in it, but obviously you will know all about it because I will push you guys into it. So
It's for everyone.
nothing's gonna. If something like that happens, you guys will 1,000% be involved. That's
Facts.
Something that's not going to happen.
Facts. And
Come give everyone their flowers.
Yeah.
that's going to happen. And now you're going to have to give us some information here because
Welcome to the Thrillist. You're not on the Thrillist until
movie just ended here. And we didn't even say what movie we were watching, but we were watching the 1995 family comedy Disney classic. And shout out to Pixar once again.
Yeah, a lot of Pixar in this episode.
Goofy movie.
A lot of Pixar in this episode. I'm trying to avoid that.
Goofy movie. And great time. Thank you, D, for plugging in your Disney Plus, and we know how difficult that is.
Thank God.
And you're gonna have to unplug it before you leave.
Nope,
You're gonna have
we're
to
keeping it.
log out.
We're going to destroy
Disney
your
Plus
algorithm.
Is not gonna allow that.
We are going to destroy your algorithm. We are going to watch so much Star Wars.
But you've listened to every episode, more episodes than we've actually listened to, and you've been on an episode. But after the first movie, or after a movie, or after whatever ends, we asked the question. So I will ask you, of course, and we will have to recite this once again, my friend, again and again here. Your top 5 favorite movies.
Welcome to the three
Of all
list.
time.
Welcome to the three list.
Dang.
You not prepared
Does
for
it have
this?
to be in order? No,
No.
it wasn't.
No, no, no,
never.
no, 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 no,
Never.
no, 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 no. Just
Never.
5 is good.
Five.
And you honestly only have to come up with 4 because clearly the Goofy movie would be in the top
Goofy
5.
movie
There you
is
go.
one of them.
And also, I just want to throw in this side note here. The Goofy movie, 6.9 rating on IMDb,
Insane.
Liars.
59% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's just jerks.
They don't know
I don't agree.
culture.
I don't
These are-
agree with either one
Yeah,
of those
these are
things.
these are
but,
just these people aren't worth your time.
but
Uncultured swine.
Swine.
100% love the soundtrack.
Yep.
So shout out to Tevin Campbell.
Powerline
And
forever.
they're incredible.
It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you play Powerline, Pixar jumps up and starts dancing.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter
he,
where
like,
he is.
evolves. He
He could be
spawns out of the
him,
ground.
and Alyssa could be having a moment, and he just kicks out of bed and just
Yeah.
shout out Sonderskin Aesthetics.
Yes.
Miss Alyssa will take care of you.
Let's pause on the movies. Saunders Skin Aesthetics.
You need to
Okay.
that girl needs to keep
Your
working.
face needs it. Go get you some.
Get
that's an ad.
Get
That's an
your
ad.
skin clean, get it glowing, and keep that girl busy so she
So
doesn't
good.
think about the fact that Pixar just simply will not wipe her up. It's crazy.
Shout out Saunders Skin. Forget everything that Bill just said.
No, I'm not
Remember
gonna
what
pre-
Danirah
Pixar.
just said,
Pressure.
and
Pixar.
Shout out
Put a ring
Saunders
on it.
Skin.
No, you add
Pressure.
You add 10 years every time you mention it. That's what he said.
Oh, is that what he said?
That's what he said. He goes,
Is it 10 years every
He
time?
said, I don't know,
I
then.
mention it though. He's not ready to fuck with me like that. He does. He's not
Yeah,
so
I think you're
bold.
exempt.
It depends if the Heat won or not. Then
Right.
It's 5
Then it's
years
5
if you
years.
mention it or not, depending.
Anyway, Saunders Skin
Hilarious.
Aesthetics.
Yes.
Is,
Shout out. Shout
Amazing.
out Saunders
the
Skin.
only place
Honestly.
the three list gets their facials. We don't really. The first time will be the next time, but that's fine. I might
That's
go.
fine. It's
Mars-
the best place to get caught snoring.
Shout out Cello. Cello has actually went to Sonder and gotten
Shout out
Yeah.
Cello.
And Ali is a regular customer, so shout out to the family. They've been there.
So
supporting family.
Yeah.
Always,
And that's what
always,
we're about.
always.
I live in Homestead.
It's far.
We're gonna have to
far.
touch on that. But right now,
Get your movies
top
out. I want to talk about
5
Homestead. Get your movies
favorite
out.
movies, and then we go to Homestead.
Word. Let's see. Obviously, a Goofy movie.
Hey now,
Aladdin.
If we
Ooh, another Disney movie,
Yeah,
another Disney
I'm
classic.
such a Disney girly.
Okay.
Aladdin for sure.
Also,
Danirah has been part of
bomb-ass
some.
soundtrack.
Danirah has been part of some Disney trips that I've seen on Instagram that I wasn't invited to. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a-
I'm also
Shout out
also
Wash.
Disney
Shout out
College
Pixar.
Program.
shout out-
I'm Disney College Program alumni.
Oh,
Excuse me?
damn!
It's
Shout out.
fire.
Look out,
It was a
look
great
out.
time.
All right, we're
Look
gonna
out.
touch on that later. I don't know what that means, but we'll get back to it.
We can explain it.
It's just you've been drinking around the world. It's fine. I get it.
Twice. Kind of like the 5 Timers Club. You
Yeah.
drink around the world twice and you get a scholarship or something. What is this? What?
The Disney College Program. All right, we'll put a pin in the movies. 'cause I'm
Yes, please. A
stressful.
pin in Pinderella. Pinderella's pulling out a pin to pin the movies.
Yes.
And tell us about.
So the Disney College Program, it's something that I never intended on being a part of, but I was with a friend and she's like, hey, we were at Miami-Dade, and she was like, hey, I'm going to go to this presentation in the auditorium. I'll catch up with you later. I'm like, what presentation? What are you talking about? She's like, oh, yeah, the Disney people are here. I really want to go. I was like, what do
Mickey
you
Mouse?
mean?
Mickey Mouse's?
And she's like, it's a college program and you can go and you can take classes, you get college credit for it, but you go and you work at Disney and you get to choose if you want to go to Disney World or Disneyland.
Taking classes and working
Yeah.
at Disney.
Yeah. But
And the
you're
classes
still,
are
even if you
related to
don't
something?
take the classes, you still get college credit for working at Disney.
Mm.
So that was like the whole thing. And I went and just sat with her because I had free time. And I'm just sitting watching this like presentation. And I'm like, I want to do this. This is happening. I'm also applying. Who knew? This is happening. So I ended up applying. And the famous like telltale was once you do the application and you do the over the phone interview, you're either going to get a small white envelope or you're going to get a
large white envelope.
fat white envelope.
With your instructions on where you're
Yeah.
going to live in Orlando.
Dude, came with 3D glasses.
Nice.
And as you're scrolling through the
Bruh.
little pamphlet, congratulations, you're going in the Disney College Program. It was fire. It's an experience from the gate. It was so good.
How long was the program?
I was there May to January. And you
Okay.
can extend. Yeah, you can either extend or you could do like a little mini one. I did the standard one. So May to January. And I lived in Vista Way.
Damn.
The people who've done the college program know what that means. Vista Way was like, it's like the left lane on I-95.
Wow.
If you're absolutely up to
Flex
like,
on them.
you want the high speed, you want to just go and hit the gas, you go live at Vista Way.
I'm gonna be an executive. Is this for corporate Disney stuff, or is this like I want to be a princess someday? Like how like
I think it's just labor for Disney.
let's be honest,
You got
everything
paid.
is
Everything is
labor for
labor.
Disney.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
You get paid.
As
and
much as we love it, it's keep it a
they
bean.
give you housing.
Okay.
So like I lived at Vista Way. You pay rent, but your rent is like $80 comes out of your paycheck.
It's Monopoly
That was
money.
it.
It's not
So
bad.
Yeah.
yeah, like out of sight, out of mind. Like it doesn't even, you don't have to pay it on a portal or anything crazy.
And you pay it in Disney dollars.
Yeah,
So it's not
basically.
even real.
Disney bucks.
And
It's
there's
one
like-
less. It's one less churro.
And whenever you have to go to work, they give you like a little bus schedule, and the bus will come pick you up and take you to the front of the tunnel. It's fire. It's so good. And I did that for a few months. I worked outdoor foods at Magic Kingdom.
Hey.
It was good. It was a
And
lot of fun.
Again, so the classes had any relation to the stuff that you were doing, or any relations to?
In a sense, because they have like
Was it hospitality?
yeah,
or?
hospitality classes or like business management classes and things like that. So you had that option, and then you could just work too. I opted to just work, and I got to see kind of the inside out and of how everything works.
The guts.
The goods, the inside.
One the costumes. One to wear. One to hang. One to take home or some shit.
Crazy. And I ended up like, from the moment that I started training, they give you like your badge with the little logo, the classic badge, but under it, they have a little flag that says "Earning My Ears," so earning my Mickey ears kind of thing. And from the second I started doing that and watching my trainer give us such a well of knowledge and kind of preparing us to be the best that we can be for the role that we were selected for, that I was like, I want to be a trainer. I want to train the people that are coming behind me. I want them to feel like, okay, well, I've been given all the tools to be the best I can be. And usually they said, you want to become a trainer, that's great. You need to be here for 2 months before we can even promote you to trainer. And they promoted me 2 months on the nose.
Hey,
and I
now.
was a trainer. And it was really great. And I would train the new Disney College Program people, the new regular people and everything. One of the people that I trained is now like a higher up in Disneyland in like the Star Wars area. Like
Nice.
she's still thriving at Disney.
Hey.
She went from absolutely hating the mascots, like the dressed up ones. Like if Chip and Dale or Stitch were to walk by her, she'd be like, please, I actually can't. Now she's like thriving at Disney.
Junior, I don't know if you know this or not, but the Star Wars lands are the only lands that matter at Disney. If you're not at
Of
Batu,
recent times.
if you're not at
that's
Batu, you're not nowhere, my guy.
That's-
If you're not in Smuggler's Run,
you were
you're
talking
not
about
even
the-
doing anything.
And you were talking about the music from there. I forgot who you. Yeah, I forgot what episode you're reciting it with, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening.
It's such a vibe. Yeah.
And then whenever he's talking about lightsabers, I got a new lightsaber. Shout out to Pixar again. And
Yeah.
I got a lightsaber in this line. All right, cool. Cool
I
stuff.
think all this plugging we're doing for the Disney College Program should let us get a 1-day park hopper pass each.
At
or
least.
each
At
for
least.
both of us. That way
Yeah.
I can
Maybe
go,
we can go there and
I
cover.
can
cover
go
some
to
stuff.
Batu in the morning and get my new lightsaber and then ride Smuggler's Run and ride Rise of the Resistance, and then we can go to Epcot
Yep.
and get fucking hammered
All the way
around
through.
drinking around the
Co-sign.
world.
I co-sign that.
I will be drinking Morocco mules like nobody's business. They're
Morocco
so
mules?
good.
That's what they're called.
I mean they
They're
have
mules in Morocco.
the
Yeah.
it's mules that they make in Morocco.
Shout
and
out
they're
to
delicious.
DJ Madness, the Moroccan prince himself, Casablanca's very own.
I hate to keep bringing up my family, but shout out to the bartender at the Morocco Pavilion who Allison almost left Marcelo for the last time we were there. She went. We were
They're all really from those countries.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We were driggity
Authentic.
drunk. Monaco is a little bit. Morocco is a little bit into the trip. It's like almost on the other side of the lake. So you're hammered by the time you get to Morocco if you're doing it right. And so we got our Morocco meals and we went and sat. It was raining a little bit, so we were sitting under a thing, so we weren't like getting wet, but we were kind of getting wet. It was like whatever. And then we were getting fucking drunk, and we finished our meals. And Alice was like, "You guys want more? You guys want another one?" And Marcel was like, "Why are you so fucking anxious?" She's like, "Shut up! You guys want another one?" She was in love with the bartender. She was totally ready to leave Marcella for this bartender.
It was Aladdin. Aladdin
Yeah,
was
it had
back
to
there.
have been.
Aladdin was behind the bar.
See, it's one of those-
You know.
And it's not a thing where she, as a doting wife, would be like, "Oh no, I just wanted." She's like, "No, 100%." She's like, "I would have 1,000% left you for this guy."
Come with me. stay
Definitely
in
a caught up
Orlando.
in the moment thing.
Oh,
And
man.
seems like we got caught up in the moment here.
My other favorite thing, I got to make one more joke about drinking around the world. In Norway, they have a beer that is spelled AUSS.
Yeah.
And they have all over any place that sells this beer in Norway, it's pronounced Aus. Bullshit.
Give me that ass beer.
Let me get that ass
Let
beer.
me get that ass beer.
I'm like, I
I
am
know
always.
I can drink this, but can I eat these out or not? I'm wondering.
I am always kicking my way to the front of the line when we get to Norway because it was like, nope, I'm buying the ass beers, guys. I got it. You bought the friggin' you
I'm
bought
here
the
to get all the ass you got.
Yeah.
you bought the whatever at the other pavilions. I'm buying the ass beers. And I'm going to say ass beers to the poor girl pulling the levers.
It's pronounced out.
Right. And she's not heard this joke 6,000 times today from other drunk white jerk offs.
And then Billy does this. He goes, "Thank you. Ass beer. Thank you. Ass beer.
I'm telling
Thank
everybody
you.
else, call it
Ass
ass beer.
Just fucking
Just
hand me
call
them
it the
up.
ass
I just
beer.
bought 12 ass beers.
She'll be fine.
Another ass beer.
It cost me
You got an ass
$500
beer too, right? Yeah.
to buy 12
Ass beer.
beers
Thanks.
at World Showcase. I need you to know this.
But it's worth every penny.
It's all, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wine and food festival? I have other options beside ass beer? Fuck all that. We're getting ass beers.
Does this ass come in a keg?
Oh, God.
Can I take it home?
Can I get a stein of this ass beer? Thank you. Shout out Norway. Shout out Vikings.
Hilarious.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out.
Shout out Justin Jefferson.
Shout out. And shout out Aladdin. Number 2 on your list. Number 3. Number 3, top 5.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh,
I love that movie.
Did you motorboat? Were you a motorboating son of a bitch?
Is she still in the house?
You better lock it
You
up.
sandbag.
You better lock it up. Let's see if Wedding Crashers is on Netflix.
Crab cakes and football.
That's what
Yeah.
Maryland
That's what Maryland
does.
does.
That's what Maryland does.
Oh my god.
We lost a lot of good men out there.
That is a film. That is a
Playing-
film.
Playing for the Yankees?
My original one was Hocus Pocus. That was from the first episode.
What? Is it still a part of the
It
top
is
5?
still a part of
All right.
Top 5. Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Woo!
Bro, when West Coast Video was still a thing, it was a competitor with Blockbuster.
Wow.
Every time I went to West Coast Video, my mom's like, pick one thing.
I mean,
It didn't matter what time of the year it was. I was like, give me that
Typically-
Hocus Pocus. I need that one.
on heavy, just repeat there.
Yep. And I'm gonna run it back.
Did you, and is that one of the first VHSs or DVDs that you ended up getting because
Yeah.
you were always renting it?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
good one. It was definitely a good one. Oof. Final one.
Damn.
I have
uno
so
más.
many. I have a few.
It's fine. You have to pick 5.
Five.
You gotta pick 5, and then
Everyone's
yeah.
got a few. Pick 5.
So because you're an original season ticket holder, we love you, and this is your second time around, and you're
Yeah.
working your way
That's
towards
fine.
the 3 and 5 timers club.
yeah, I think
We
it's
will
okay.
let you mention your honorable mentions, but give us 5 right now, and then the honorable.
I hope when Dee does her 3rd episode, she's just like, fucking, yeah, you guys owe me a shot glass. We're going to panic.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fuck.
I'm here for my shot glass.
Why did we say things? Fuck.
And you're the first one back too.
Stop.
Gosh,
It was my idea too.
Stop
What's
saying
going
things,
on?
jerk offs.
Oh my god.
Hollywood and Silver are going to listen to this episode and be like, I'm getting that fucking shot glass.
Oh.
Hollywood's episode was so
Silva
funny.
Silva texted me already. I don't know how. He just said I need a picture.
A picture.
Pitcher. I need
How
an
does he have a
entire
live
pitcher.
stream to
Fuck-
this shit?
Fuck a shot glass. I need a pitcher. That's what he's going for. He has all the tickets at DMB. He's
sure.
going for the pitcher. But number 5, and then honorable mention.
I'm gonna give it to Bridesmaids.
Oh,
Is
all
it so
wedding,
stupid?
all
That's
wedding
strong.
themed,
But they're
wedding
so
themed
funny.
comedies.
It's all wedding chaos.
That is
Actually hilarious.
very
Help
true.
me, I'm poor.
Yes. Gracias, Papa
Ready
Vivir,
to
and La
party.
Familia. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening right now. It's happening.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great selection there. Now I am intrigued. Give
Random.
us your little honorable mentions here that you were.
Dude,
I don't know.
Inside Out.
Oh my God.
Hear me out. I
fuck,
know
bro.
that
What
at
an
my big
emotional
age,
roller coaster.
This show's ending right now.
I feel like at my big age, I should not be this heavy into
Stop,
cartoons.
stop.
No, it's fine.
However,
No, I
Totally
was about
fine.
to say there's a part 2
Inside
that
Out,
your
yeah.
your grown ass self can still go back to again.
exactly.
Uh,
It's a deep movie. That's really how I think the brain works. Like there's somebody on controls. There's at least 5 of them.
Oh, my
They're
anger.
definitely,
My
like-
anger is the biggest, strongest guy.
You think he's like the size of embarrassment?
Yeah,
in the
he's
new
a
one?
monster. He's always around. He is constantly fucking ruining everyone else's
Stomping
day.
around like the Hulk.
Yeah,
behind,
he's just
waiting
pissed
for
off
his
for
turn.
for no reason, dude. For no reason at all.
you think
It's like, the gas station I stopped at is 10 cents more expensive than the other gas
How dare
station.
they?
Everything is bullshit.
Bang
I
on
hate
the control.
corporations. Let's kill all the billionaires. Like, oh my God, relax, Bill. It's 8:30 in the morning. What are we doing?
you just got started, dude.
Yeah, dude, we can't do this all day. You'll have a stroke. Wedding Crashes we have to pay for. Find another movie.
Oh
We could
wait,
go back to
hard
Inside
copy,
Out.
dude.
What?
Hard copy.
Hard.
We're
Oh,
going
you have
to
a hard
it.
copy? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give I love Inside Out. That movie making me cry. I didn't love 2 so much.
No.
It was fine. It's a good it's
Yeah.
great, but I didn't like. I mean, 1 is fucking
Oh my God.
something.
With Bing Bong? Is that what?
Bing
that was
Bong.
his name? Oh my God.
Ping pong.
Take her to the moon.
Right at the end when he just
Yes.
like she outgrows him or whatever. Oh
Spoiler-
my
spoiler
God, I'm
alert,
gonna cry
spoiler
right
alert.
now. I'm gonna cry right now. You make me cry. Making me cry in front of all the people. In front of all the people. All right,
It's
what's your
just-
other?
It's so factual. I don't know. That's just the one that.
Yeah, we are
that stood
complex.
out.
We are complex
like, do I want to
people.
make that top 5?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But for sake of being an adult, sure. Bridesmaids.
No. We're gonna get
I
into
like
this Disney
We'll
shit. We're
flip
gonna
it.
we're gonna fly right back to Disney. We're gonna land right at Sanford Airport and we're gonna go right to Disney as soon as you're done
It's
here.
so good. I love it. Both of them. I mean, obviously the first one's better than the second one, but they
I
both
like that.
hit.
I like that her and her friends are like little hockey chicks.
Yeah.
I love that about like that movie. Like there's no doubt in my mind there's some little girl who
And
watches
how
hockey with her dad.
Yeah.
And is watching that going, I can fucking play hockey.
Yeah.
I can play hockey as a little girl. This is awesome. Like I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, like it I feel like it awakens like things that like aspirations, things that people want to do
Yeah.
and feel like they can't.
And the way like just the way that in 2024 like
Yeah.
like there's women's stuff for everything, you know? And it's like if a little girl wants to play hockey, you can fully
Yeah.
play hockey. Like
That's
the US
another
and the
reason.
Canadians women's hockey team like play
Yeah.
for I love it. Put it in there. Our PS2 is going to get friggin' hot here in a second.
You know, that's the reason why I ended up doing the school toy drive, the share toy drive, because I've never done it, and I just wanted,
which is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you never did it.
I wanted the little chocolate girls to see that there are people that look like them that
Yeah.
get to do this kind of cool stuff.
For
And
sure.
even at the last school, for, signing all of those autographs and stuff, it's like they might throw the wrapping away in like 2 days, but they will remember the experience. They will
for sure.
remember, oh my God, that one girl that looked like me. It was really great.
She gave me Papa John's at 10:30 in the morning. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
And she signed my basketball.
She's saintly in this house now.
you know?
That's-
She signed my makeup kit. It was
That's
great.
fire. Oh man, dude, that was another thing I used to love when we do the toy drives and shit. Like we'd like you can see the boys like eyeballing stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm getting that fucking football. And then their table gets called up last because they weren't cheering loud enough because uptown Dale was just like, you're not fired up enough.
Yep.
We're gonna let these girls go, and these little girls would be like, I'm taking the football.
Why?
And these boys are like, I don't want these shitty off-brand action figures.
Dude, at the last school, this a couple little girls were like, I want to trade my gift, please.
Yeah,
Because they got like makeup or like little
right.
plushies.
There's like little
And
jewelry
like
kits and
at
stuff.
the end of
yeah.
it, she was like, I want the basketball.
Right,
Like,
they all
hell
want
yes.
basketballs. So that would, so in my experience doing that, which was over a dozen times I did it, even when I wasn't doing events anymore, towards the end, Mr. Bill only did games.
Yep.
Even when I wasn't doing games, I was like, I'm doing a Larry Share tour drive. And that was, in my experience, was they would all get their gifts, they would all go sit down, they would all start eating their pizza, and then they would all turn their heads towards the stage, and they would start eyeballing the shit that was left.
Yep.
And they'd be like, all right, this Barbie, Nurse Barbie is cool and all. Mm-hmm. I want that basketball. Yep. And that's how it would go. And they were, can I trade? Like, absolutely, dude. Like, yeah, man.
Give it to me. I'll bring it right back.
Yeah, fucking hook it up. Glenn Rice don't care. He's not counting heads. We're good.
It was so good. And sure enough, in theme, Glenn Rice and Alonzo were there. It was really great.
Every single year was G Money and Alonzo.
It was at Dunbar, and the Dunbar are the Dolphins.
So G Money would come to every when I would do it, Glenn would come to every school, and Zoe would show up at the last one. Okay. Because the last one was usually the downtown one, which I don't know which one it was, but that's the closest one to the arena. It'll be like it's like an 8-minute drive or something like that. So yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good. Like, and then because at every school we had like a sound, we were like, "What sound do dolphins make?" Yeah, I did that, and Glenn Rice whipped his head around. He's like, "Who did that? Why was it so accurate? What was that?" And there were 6 hoop troopers there, including myself, and all 5 of them went, it was her.
sold you right out. You're like, I'm the captain, you monsters. You're supposed to back me up.
Son of a bitch.
I definitely told you. I've definitely told the story of the time that G Money and Zoe called me fat because we were doing we were doing the fitness thing, and we were like doing like a midday like camp thing, and it was like a fitness challenge or some shit like that. And Zoe and G Money were sitting at the Mike B spot in the thing, and they were like rooting everybody on and telling everybody, and they were like, all right, you want to work hard so you can get in shape. They're like, you want to be in good shape, and it was like they were like, not like him. And I was like, I looked at Zoe, I was like, I thought we were family. He's like, we're family. We're family. He was like, family tells the truth. I was like, golly. Yeah. And G is just like leaning into him, like laughing up. I was just like, yo. And then I won the damn basketball relay. I beat kids in the basketball relay because I was pissed off.
Shove him right out the way.
I was pissed off. I'm like, you better make your layups because I'm gonna make mine. Guess who ain't gonna miss layups? The 6 foot guy. Your little 3 foot ass. You better make that shit on the first try or you're out.
Hilarious.
Yeah. He never said it, but he said it. I'm like, dog, we're family. I don't understand.
The family tells the truth.
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, family tells the truth. I'm like, you're right, so I am fat. I'm working on it. Turn your mic on.
Did anything change after that or no?
Like physically?
For you?
No, I probably got fatter, to be honest with you.
Depression.
Yeah, there was some depression. I mean, no, you know what? If it was before, I don't remember if it was before COVID. I'm pretty sure it was, but if it was before COVID, it did work because during COVID, I got vicious depression and lost like 30 pounds.
Oh my God.
Wasn't eating food.
Dude, that a boy.
Yeah, it worked out well. I was living on no bullshit, bagel bites and P3s. Do you remember P3s? The little fruit nuts and cheese things that they would sell? I was fucking, that's all I was eating. Ask Uptown Dale. I was living with him at the time.
That and anxiety, obviously.
100%. And I was drinking the Gatorades that had the coconut water that they stopped making. But
yeah, they got discontinued for obvious reasons.
Right. So I was drinking coconut water, Gatorades. I was eating bagel bites for dinner, and I was snacking on P3s.
They weren't allowed to be tested on humans, and this is the human that they tested on next year.
And I lost like 30 pounds.
And he lost 30 pounds. Yeah,
a very effective hydration experiment.
Liquid Ozempic.
Yeah, it was great. I wish they'd bring it back.
Everyone else.
I need Gatorade to bring back the coconut water Gatorades, and I need them to bring back the protein fruit drinks that were that you were supposed to take after your workout. They tasted like absolute ass, but they crammed like 50 grams of protein into your.
It had a commercial, right?
For sure.
That one?
Yeah, it was like it was like
a very forced commercial.
Yeah, it was 3 levels.
Because everyone had a commercial.
Yeah, you were supposed to eat the little power gummies pre. Yes. You would drink Gatorade during
G1, G2,
and then G3 was these little protein fruit drinks. So they phased out the fruity ones, and now it's just the milkshakes. There you go. This is stuff you needed to know about the Gatorade Corporation. Yes. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, the face of Gatorade now, and also the athlete of the year.
Shout out.
The haters are in shambles.
I love that the WNBA is like doing it now.
We were talking about this pre-show.
Shout this out, bro.
I watched more WNBA this year than I did any NBA, and I watched the WNBA finals start to finish more than I watched the NBA finals. Mostly because the team I hate was in the NBA finals, but. Yeah, and so this unrivaled 3-on-3 league is coming down here to Miami. So
what's that now?
So the women who have played in WNBA since the inception have also had to have second jobs because they really weren't paying that well in the WNBA. So they would go overseas and play in Russia and play in Germany and play in Europe. And that's how Brittany Griner ends up in a Russian prison.
Shout out Brittany.
Because poor Brittany has anxiety issues and uses drugs. And they locked her up.
Now, you're not naming old school players like the inception of the WNBA that we remember. Cheryl Swoops,
exactly.
Lisa Leslie,
a lot of like Sue Bird.
Thompson,
Sue Bird
Rebecca
played
Lobo.
a lot of basketball overseas. Who's the coach of the New York team? Not her. Who's the coach of the Vegas team? Brittany Hammond. Becky Hammond, excuse me. Shout out Becky Hammond. Becky Hammond played a lot of ball overseas. So much so that she's like a citizen of another country now. I don't even know. Regardless, they weren't making enough money to support themselves, so they were playing in 2 leagues. Diana Taurasi hasn't had a day off in God knows how long. All she does is hoop. So
she's
now,
one of my favorite hoopers
one of the greatest. Honestly, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10 of.
I think her and Maya Moore might be like my 2 favorite female hoopers of all time.
For me, it's Sue Bird, and because she's part of the real first family, the true first family. Her and Megan Rapinoe are the true first family. We should put them on the money. We should put Megan on 100 and put Sue on 500. We should give them
a coin and each side.
Yeah,
they have. I mean,
but the coin is worth $10,000.
Yes.
Yep.
So they're the true first family. But so it's for me, it would be Sue. But anyway, so they've had to play overseas. So now the WNBA has exploded and the momentum has never been greater. And you got dudes like me in Uptown Dale wearing the orange WNBA hoodie that made famous by Kobe Bryant. Shout out Kobe. They have decided that like we have pull power, we have our own marketing. We are going to make a league of our own that the girls can play in after WNBA season and not have to go to friggin' Russia to play basketball. So it is called Unrivaled, and it is a 3-on-3 full court tournament, smaller court obviously. But and the girls will play, and they're doing it at a production warehouse in West Dade. So all the girls after
it's like in Doral or something.
Yeah, it's in Doral. Yeah. So all the dude, as we get closer,
find out about
we are 100%. Yeah. We D let it. We might have to edit this part out. D has let it slip that the Heat are going to be somewhat involved in helping them out to do this stuff. So
yes, please edit this part out.
Okay, edit that part out. The Hoop Troop's going to be involved. And 2, 1. So it's called Unrivaled. And it's going to be happening down here in Miami during the WNBA offseason. And it's 3-on-3 full court with smaller court. And everybody you've heard of is going to be in it, except for Caitlin Clark. But everybody else is going to be in it. Brianna Stewart is in it. Alyssa Thomas is in it. Asia Wilson is in it. Kelsey Plum is in it, although I think she just might have backed out. But regardless, every WNBA player you've ever heard of is going to be in it. And it is a way for these girls to make money here in the States and not have to travel to the other side of the planet to keep that shit going.
Shout out.
So shout out to women's hoops right now.
Whenever it happens, I want to pull up.
I'm fully going. I'm fully going to be there for at least 1 week.
Who knows? We might cover it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's the same. You maybe, and it's the same. So it's the same idea as the Big Three for men's hoops.
Okay,
but it's more that Big Three is more for like retired NBA dudes. Yeah. These are.
That's
active,
what I thought. That's what I thought you were going to go with.
These are active WNBA dudes, or excuse me, WNBA ladies who will be playing in this tournament, and it'll be in this league, and it'll be very, very much worth your time. Obviously, Angel Reese is involved. Everybody. The only big name that's really not in it, we're waiting to see on the 2 college studs, Juju and Paige Buckets. We're just waiting to see because the season that thing will start after their season ends, but maybe not into the WNBA season. So we'll have to see. And then Caitlin has already said she'd love to, but her plate is very full. So maybe down the line she'll be involved. But who cares? They're gonna have 30 other awesome girls. Marina Maybury from the Connecticut Sun, who is my female hoops avatar. She is just banging threes and talking shit and getting into fights, and like I love her. She was on Seattle. She got traded to Connecticut for the stretch run. Didn't work out for Connecticut, but. So yeah, I mean it's unrivaled. 3-on-3 women's basketball would be the shit. Yeah,
Seattle
for
Storm.
Sure. That's Sue. That's Sue's team.
I know. So, yeah. And shout out to REFSU, episode 50 of the 3 list.
Right.
REFSU always talking that shit as well, but always representing and
She don't get to talk shit because her team went 2-10. 2-10? What in the world happened to that football team? You all were in the national championship talk last year. What the hell happened? It's a bad program run by bad people. Shout out to Cam Ward, who by this time is the Heisman Trophy winner. By the time this goes live. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to y'all. Go Canes. We're not going to talk about the Syracuse game. I don't want to get angry again.
Dude, I went to my first Canes game.
What?
It was so good. It was the last regular one of the season.
Hey.
People kept asking me what my major was. I felt so young.
Yo, get in there. Hell
Shout
yeah.
out.
All the students were like, "What's your major? What do you
Shout
do?"
out.
I'm like,
When me and Bill go, they go, "What year's your kid in?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so.
Is it family weekend? I
congrats,
didn't
bro.
know.
I had no idea it was homecoming. What year did you graduate UM? 79? Like, fuck off, you little bastard.
That's my number
just
up
kept
there. I
saying,
played a little ball.
Played a little ball, man.
I'm going to school for law at FIU.
Exactly.
So that's why I go to another school.
You know what? It's Miami.
Yep.
Everybody goes to another school.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The only game the students showed up this year was the FSU game.
Oh,
Every other game,
Yeah,
the
facts.
student section was open as shit.
And that
it's
entire
like packed
tailgate
house
is
tonight,
Miami-Dade.
60,000 in an 80,000 seat arena. It's like packed house, 60,000. They got a big upper deck. It's a big empty area. It's the students. Come to a game, you jerks.
Too far.
Team's good.
Too far. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
They
not
give them
where
a
the school
bus. They give them a bus. You don't
do.
even got to drive. You can get drunk as hell. Don't matter. They give you a bus.
is. What time is the bus happening?
I mean, probably 10 a.m.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
They can go right from space. You get right out of space, walk right to the friggin'
Space
bus.
is too far from the Gables for them. They're not doing that either. They're going to Flanny's.
Well-
And Flanny's is going till
Oh, shout out
5 a.m.
I just
And
cashed.
that's their thing. There.
I just cashed in my free Flanny's lunch card today. Not today, last
What do you
week.
mean your free Flanny's lunch card?
You do the 10 lunch thingies, you get one free.
What?
Yeah, man. That's the shit. And a little known secret, I'm going to blow up some spots here. You don't have to order off the lunch menu once you get your free lunch. You can order whatever the hell you want, and they'll give that shit to you for nothing.
Your 10th.
Like you can't, yeah, your 10th one.
Okay.
You can't
It's
get
just
a,
free meal all the way through.
no, it's not like the entree.
Heard.
They'll give it to you for nothing. I mean, you can order the nachos if you want and ruin your whole shit, but yeah.
You fuck with Flanny's?
I do.
Who doesn't
Heavy?
fuck with
I feel like
Flanny?
Heavy?
I feel like that's like a Miami staple.
Yeah. In the last, I want to say in the last 5 years, it's become like a thing.
Yeah.
For people to be like, yo, Flanny's is our shit. Because it is very much our
Oh,
shit.
facts.
They don't have those things in Orlando.
No.
They don't.
That's
They haven't expanded to Georgia.
That's a good
And I
point.
keep
I feel
seeing
like
it in
that's
the
the
chat.
one
Like
thing.
it's
Broward, Dade.
Open up in Orlando. Open up here. Open up there. Like yeah, it's,
No.
no, it's our shit.
Come to Miami.
It's
There's 12 of
sprinkled
them,
and
you got to be in Broward or Dade County.
Yep.
That's
Amen.
it.
Amen, brother. It deserves to be in the Keys. I will say that. And you will
Yeah,
say
fully,
that too.
fully,
Yeah.
absolutely. Put one on Duval
and,
Street.
And if you have been saying all this stuff about Disney in Orlando, should there be one there too?
No.
Maybe.
No.
No.
No. You
Nothing-
gotta come to South Florida.
Nothing north of Boca Raton.
Okay,
Yep.
but what if you leave
I'm fine with it.
Orlando
That's
one day? No. Listen, you leave fucking Gabu Gabu Land that you're talking about in Star Wars, right? And then
It's
you're like,
Batu,
I
you
want some
disrespectful
fucking
bastard.
rib rolls and
You go to Gatsby's. Zaxby's?
Zaxby's. That's great
Zaxby's.
chicken.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
that's
Zaxby's.
incredible
Chicken
chicken. Yeah,
tendies, man.
but
By the time you get down here, you'll be ready for
It's just
Flanny's.
It's just tendies, man. It's all a vessel
It's
for the
just
sauces.
tendies,
It's all the
man.
vessel for the sauces. Every
You
place
want
has
more
their
than
own
that.
sauces. Shout out to PDQ. Their PDQ sauce.
Oh,
PDQ is
man.
fire as
Lord
fuck. Yeah.
God.
But that's part of
Fire.
that same thing though. Zaxby's,
Mhm.
PDQ.
They're all just tendies places, man. It's just they're all vessels for the sauce. That's
Raising
all.
Cane's.
Raising Cane's is the big one. That's,
So
that's
good.
Popped
yeah.
off in the beach now too.
Uh-huh.
Raising
Yeah.
Cane's.
Yeah.
There's a Raising Cane's. I was just in
Shout out.
Chicago and right next to downtown by the Bean.
Nice.
There in, Raising Cane's.
Shout out to Huey Magoo's, the official sponsor of the Florida
Who's that
Panthers. Huey Magoo's is another one of these tendies places, but if the Panthers win, you can buy a 3-piece meal and they give you another one for nothing.
Ooh.
As long as you're wearing a Panthers hat or just say the
BOGO.
word Panthers.
Huey Magoo's.
Huey Magoo's.
And that is also around this area or no?
I don't know if there's any in
is
Dade
that
County.
a
There happens
national
to
chain?
be one very close to where I work, which is very convenient on days after the Panthers win, which happens all the damn time because they're so good. So yeah,
That's why we're hanging up the jersey here.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember it
Mr.
used to
Bill's
be-
Canes uniforms
used to
are
be,
in
you just mentioned first UM game ever.
Yeah.
We used to have this Mr. Bill UM jersey that Ken Dorsey wore for a little bit.
I
but
let
then
Ken
he gave
Dorsey
it
wear
back
the
to him.
11 for a few years.
And
yeah.
then obviously once
Wow.
the Cats became champs,
Yeah. we
we threw that up there. But
we are watching Wedding Crashers now because it's on D's top 5. And I forget how funny this damn movie is,
It's
and
so
even without
good.
sound, because I remember all
Yeah.
these scenes anyway.
and this is
because-
when he's talking about playing for the Yankees and everything. And
Right.
they're reciting all of this, going through all the weddings and stuff. D,
Yeah.
You mentioned you are going to school in FIU. Was that a fib right now that
It's
you were just
absolutely
giving?
a fib.
100%. She's a
absolute
grown
fib.
ass woman. She's
Yeah,
got
dude.
jobs.
I don't know if she wants to get back
I'm
and
already,
just like,
you know
what?
I already work at a law firm.
What am I going to do with all these degrees, man? What am I going to do with all these degrees?
I wasn't sure what else to tell them. I was like, let me tell a half truth. Law,
2 truths and a lie.
FIU.
I like that.
So law, yes, I do work at a law firm. FIU,
FIU never?
no.
Or,
It was
okay.
always Miami-Dade.
So Miami-Dade the whole way through.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Boobs. Sorry, there's boobs in this. There's boobs in this movie, guys. There's boobs. Boobs.
This is the
Guys, boobs.
uncorked version. Yep, that's
Dude, boobs.
more. Yeah,
Dude,
there he
Junior.
goes.
Junior,
I know,
Junior,
I know.
boobs.
Look over there.
Boobs,
Look
dude,
over there.
boobs.
Look over there. Look over there.
Dude, D, did you know there were boobs in this movie? Boobs.
I did hear.
D, don't.
Look at the
stop.
boobs.
D, don't.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
pre Miami-Dade,
boobs.
you were growing up.
How many times can we say
Whatever
boobs
you-
before the episode gets flagged?
Um,
Do you think Adrian and the guys want this shit at Cultura? Do you think they want me saying boobs over and over again?
facts. Facts.
Hilarious.
Keep editing. Mark it.
I just want to know if you guys end up
Market.
bleeping this. Bleep, look, bleep, bleep.
No.
No, we don't bleep anything.
No, there's a previous edit that we have here, but boobs stay. Pre Miami-Dade,
Yeah.
talk to us. What area, what school, where were you at?
Miami Sunset Senior High.
What? Also, like DJ M.
I was gonna say
MDZ.
they got they got
Mike
dots.
G,
They got
Mike G.
Yeah.
also.
dots turntables in the rafters.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have
It's like
to.
gold plated.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang.
We did an event. We did a road rally at, not like a real road rally for a game, but we did like a road rally for a thing at Sunset. And
Yeah.
Dot was like, "Yo," and we're like, "Yes, you're already gonna be on
Yeah.
it." Like Josh and whoever were like, "Yes, you're gonna be on it." I'm not. Obviously, we're gonna put you on it. So.
Vic, it's also Vic's alma mater.
No.
Wait, what?
Nice, nice.
Also?
And Jeff Craney.
No shit. Wow.
Go Knights.
It's the big three. That's the big three right there.
I'll never forget the Sunset Road Rally thing that we did because it was the hardest parking lot in the history of schools to get into. Man, they did not want you parking anywhere. I mean, I'm here with the heat. Doesn't matter. Go somewhere else. I mean, I gotta be here. The thing starts in like 10 minutes.
It's because they're doing the driver's ed test.
I don't know what it
Yep.
was, but
You
we ended up in
couldn't
the
get
back
it.
by
They
the
got that
dumpster.
big ass.
And everybody has to figure out how to drive in a Crown Vic.
Donated,
Drive the boat.
Donated by the local police department, whichever
Yeah.
one. You can beat
That's
this up.
such a Miami
You
shit
can beat
right
this
there,
up.
bro.
Turn the shift the
did not
gears
know
up
that.
here.
I did not know that.
Spaceships.
You gotta turn the radio down to back it up.
Yeah. I'm trying to focus.
Doom, 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 doom.
Sunset.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, and good thing that Bill's familiar too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Very familiar, but
Vibe.
Can't park.
and I
They don't let you
remember,
park
I remember
anywhere.
when MDOT took that over, the I was gonna say tailgate, the pep rally, he like fully was the one behind it in the sense, right?
I'm
Because
sure.
it was the alma mater, so he kind of took it by reins. I knew it was like a personal matter for him,
Mm-hmm.
so he packed everybody up. The heavy
I didn't go to that.
heavy hitter.
The heaviest, no?
Heavy
You weren't
guys
there
did
either?
that. I didn't do that.
Was that your first year?
I have not been back to Sunset.
No.
What?
This was before.
That's
This was
that's-
pre D. This was pre D.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this was pre MDOT being a regular on events and stuff. So Dot was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm going to this one.
Yeah,
this is
had-
one I'm
had to.
doing." It's before Dot was like Dot. You know, he was just
So Dot's always been Dot.
Dot's always been Dot, but in the eyes of the Miami Heat, he wasn't always
Facts,
Dot.
facts,
So
facts,
we
facts.
finally, we got there. Thank God, finally. But it took a while. So it was before that even, and we were like, we're sending Dot to this thing.
It's a vibe.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, I don't go
threw
back
you
to
down south.
Sunset. No.
Never.
Man, I've been back to Terravella. We don't go back, man.
No.
Nah, but they still play like a video of you every week and stuff. What
Not-
once was
not so much.
Mr. Bill 11 here.
It's like one of those weird things, like when to go to high school, to be in high school in 2006, early 2000s period, because I graduated in 06. It's such a weird time to be in because
Goddamn millennials. Sorry.
it's like a weird balance of
You're better than Gen Z.
you look black,
Sorry, Ava.
but you picky Spanish. So it's like not black enough, not Spanish enough.
Yeah.
So I had my little weird, almost like a recess That was my little character of like group of characters. Yeah, the show Recess. It was just like a little misfit, oddball group of friends.
Love that show.
That no matter what the
I know of Recess. I've never watched Recess. I know of it, but I've never watched it.
You don't know Mikey.
It's so good.
You don't know TJ. You don't know
all
Spinelli. You don't know all the Ashleys. You don't know that. Spinelli was the homie, dude. That beanie and that fucking bomber jacket.
My awkward group of friends cartoon was Doug.
Yeah. Same here, dude. Are you kidding me? I dressed up as Quail Man one day for the Scholastic Book Fair. Facts, dude. Facts.
What?
With the fucking belt and everything, underwear's over, like full blown Doug.
Supreme. Nice. That's amazing.
I was Chucky one time at the Scholastic Book Fair as well.
Chucky from Rugrats?
Which I just found out there's a rapper named 1900 Rugrat or something. Has nothing to do with that. But
NBA Rugrat?
It's one of these. Shout out to Rolling Loud and the fam there. But it's one of these like rappers that no idea. And I thought it like,
but has 2.5 million followers on TikTok.
Facts. And $100 million in the account.
Right. His TikTok shop is going up right
Quail
now.
Man, shout out to Pork Chop, shout out to Patty Mayonnaise. Today, someone asked me, this isn't a cartoon, but someone asked me, is it because we're older that now Mr. Feeney just makes so much more sense than ever?
He's just fed up.
Because I heard some shit and it hit me and I was like, Feeney? Much like Eric, but the fucking message was like,
yeah.
Did that hit you, Bill, or no? The Boy Meets World, was that tail end?
I wasn't
catch any of that.
So I'm not gonna say I wasn't a big Boy Meets World guy because shout out to Topanga, Mount Topanga. But I didn't invest in Boy Meets World so much. Like it wasn't emotional for me when they did the reunion and all that shit. I was just like, I knew it existed, and obviously Topanga, but no, I didn't really.
Well, when it comes,
I know, Mr. Shout out Mr. Feeney. That dude just passed away a couple years ago, didn't he?
No, he's still
kicking. Bless his heart.
It. William Daniels, I believe, and those names don't even exist anymore either.
Right?
Like William,
they don't make Williams
Daniels,
anymore. Who the fuck is making Williams anymore?
Jack Daniels. Like, all right, we put that on a
first name, last name, same can both be first names and last names.
Two first names. No
Anderson
chance.
Cooper.
Who is that? That's made up.
That's a made up name. It could be Cooper Anderson. Who knows?
Not at all.
Who knows? It could be anybody.
Sunset.
Yeah.
What? And before that, because that's where I'm at right now. You just Sunset, pre-sunset.
McMillan.
Bill, you have no idea.
This is some Dade County shit, man. As you get every once an episode, we get into Dade County shit, and I'm just like,
wow.
Wake me up when it's over.
Let me know. I want to get back to the Disney stuff. Hurry up.
I went to W.R. Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
And I was supposed to go to Braddock.
Okay.
But I also could have gone to Sunset as well.
Yeah, Braddock was the op.
And damn, bro, hearing this shit. Well, Braddock was everyone's op.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. And Braddock was a school that had like 5,000. I mean, now they probably have 10,000 kids.
Probably.
But 20 years ago, they had 5,000 kids in their school, where my school ended up being like 1,200 or some shit like that. So that's what was crazy to me, that my graduating class in high school was every class in Braddock. Like freshman, 1,500. Sophomore, 1,500. Like, keep them numbers coming, baby. JP Terravilla, how many?
Like
total, not your class, but total.
Oh, we were at 5A, so we had like 2,500, 3,000 maybe. It was a lot. My graduating class was like 800 people.
How were you guys privy to this information?
What?
Like, how do you know how big your school is?
I just remember.
Really?
People wise.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, we just kind of knew. Like, well, we knew because we played.
I knew because
we had to
like,
play.
I
played all the other huge high schools in Broward County. Like, I had to play against Dillard. I had to play against
I was on the volleyball team. Nobody told me.
This shit was important, man. You didn't want to play.
Just like regular ass class, it'll say some shit like 1 of.
That
or
shit is
17 of.
That shit is available on the internet. I'm sure it's something like my friends who listen to this will be yelling at me. Like, our class wasn't that big.
We're topping back into another year and stuff. Now, what was the highest? You said 5A you were in?
We were 5A.
What was highest?
And
then?
5A was the highest. Now I think 7A is the highest.
No, it's past that.
Is it even higher now?
Fucking nuts. Because that was going to be my question.
Because too many goddamn people live down here.
Yeah.
And every school is overcrowded.
All we need is one solid hurricane and everybody will be like, yeah.
Shout out. What a great idea. Let's blow everything off the map. I remember when
I
Andrew
just
came
needed
through.
to scare them enough. and
I
be like,
remember when
"All right."
Andrew came through, and then all of a sudden I got a whole bunch of new Spanish-speaking classmates up in North Broward. Like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Did your house get blown into smithereens by Andrew?
That's in a sense what happened. I guess it's strange because when I came,
Where were you guys, Fred?
Where was I? Coral Springs, Florida, and our air conditioner broke that night, so we left the windows open. I sat through Andrew with the windows open. The storm that destroyed thousands of lives in South Florida, we had the windows open.
it was my first week back from Panama.
What do you mean back?
Back meaning I was born in Brooklyn. I was there for a year of my life, and then I went to Panama. And then when it was time to start school, I came to Miami. My mom had moved from New York to Miami. The whole time I was with my grandma in Panama. And I was here for a week, and then all of a sudden it's hurricane.
The storm of the century.
Yeah.
Is this how it's gonna be here? Like,
Wow, why is it raining so hard?
Why are all the trees gone? The hell happened?
And I didn't want to speak English. Mind you, my entire family speaks both languages, but they put me in ESOL for a year
yeah.
and then picked up real quick. Oh, no, this bitch speaks English. Get out.
With like no accent.
Yeah. I'm like, get out.
More of a hip hop accent than anything
bit,
else.
yeah.
You know, if I had to, really guess. I didn't know. I mean, you threw the thing where you're like, I'm not Spanish enough for Spanish kids, but I'm not black enough for black girls. It's like when you started working with the Hoop Troop, I was just like black girl. Like I didn't know there was any Latin in you. At least what is it technically? Central American? Panama? Where's Panama?
Central America.
Central America. I got it. I got it on the first try. What are you looking at me that for?
It's like Central Caribbean.
Yeah, because we are the Jamaicans of the Hispanic world. That's all it is.
They're in CONCACAF. They play against the U.S. in World Cup qualifying.
You know? I know how to make
That's how we
patties
rank
and
'em.
oxtail.
That's how we rank 'em.
Shout out.
My dad talked to you the last time about where in Panama your family was from.
Yeah.
because
Shout out Chati.
his brother's in Panama. Shout out to Chati.
Chati.
And shout out to Mila, their dog. Happy second birthday to the light in this home here.
So cute.
I think it might have been the same time. I'm not sure, honestly. Because if she turned 2, that does make sense that she was like
I think it aligns.
a wee bit of a puppy right when they got her. But I'm not sure either. It might have been the last dog. And shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, shout out to all
Shout
the
out to dogs. Shout out to just dogs in general.
dogs.
Shout out to all
in
dogs.
general.
This is for my dogs. This is for my dogs.
I can't wait to hear the DMX Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
I've already heard
time.
it. I've already heard it, and it's still great.
It's the time.
Still, you'll go down in history forever. Shout out X, man. Damn, man. Why did it have to be
so
X,
good.
man?
R.I.P.
Damn.
to one of the
I've been listening
goats
to
there.
I've been listening to a lot of X and a lot of Nipsey lately.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize what I had done, but I put on like a blue top this morning, and I threw on a blue Marlins cap, and I was like, damn, I'm riding so much blue, I'm gonna fucking rock Nipsey on the way to the fucking. I'm gonna rock Nipsey on the way to work. So before I go work with America's Youth, I'm just listening to this most
Hey,
rolling 60s Crip shit.
shout out
You
to
can
you.
imagine.
You're keeping the marathon alive. The marathon continues, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a Crenshaw shirt. Those things are expensive as hell, though. They're like $50.
Make your own. Shout out to
Good call.
Tara. Maybe she can
Instead of a
etch.
no, it's an engraver. She doesn't.
Well.
If we get a press, that's a good idea.
Well,
You know what?
Coming
You know
soon.
what product line? You know what clothing line? I'm not going to bootleg for fear of retribution. The fucking marathon clothing line. That's what I'm not going to. I'm not going to be walking around with some bootleg ass Crenshaw shit and be like, have one motherfucker notice that it's fake.
Yep.
what
I feel the
if?
same way about Telfar. I
There you
can't
go.
do that to the little black-owned companies. You
That's
know?
fine.
Yeah.
That's support.
Well, I was gonna say, imagine if you had like a Coral Springs shirt in the Crenshaw font.
Dog. Don't fucking fuck with me. That's just some shit that might happen. My boy, shout out to my boy, shout out to my guy Chris Leonard back in the day in high school. He had a shirt that he back in the late 90s you couldn't get shirts made, but he had a shirt that said South Central Springs because he lived in South Central Coral Springs.
Wow.
Coral Springs is big, but it ain't that big to have like regions. So, but he had a shirt. He used to rock a shirt that was South Central Springs. God, we were the most stereotypical Malibu's most wanted ass, fake thugging ass white boys you can imagine, dude.
That's how I feel about Kendall. Kendall has gangs, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
there's too many private schools in this area.
We had a gang in Coral Springs, man. They were Folk Nation. They were affiliated with the Latin Kings. Like, no, you're not. No, you ain't, dog. None of us are cool. None of us are
Until
tough.
a real Latin king shows
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, right. And none of y'all are tough, man. We're all
I remember.
we're all super pussy, man. It's not this shit ain't real. It is not real. None of us own guns. Not a one of us. And if we do, it's for hunting.
We've seen them. We've seen them. It was high school, and I remember everyone saying 122 crew, 122, and then I'm like, what's 122? And they're like, oh, 102nd.
Yep. Mine was 137. It was so
22nd Avenue,
stupid.
and I'm like, that's the first school I went to was on 122, and it was a Gladeview Christian school. So I'm like, all right, guys, look, I understand that. And there's apartments. There's apartments on 122 off of Coral Way, and they treat them like it's projects. And it's not that, you get me? Like, it's the most
really
violent.
not
It's
that
the most
deep.
violent. It's the most, part of that. But it's just fights.
Yeah.
And just like, you might have, knives every once in a while, and then one gun or two a year. You get me? But we're not there, guys.
We're really
not
not.
there. We're not there.
Yeah.
The Sedanos has great deals. Everyone shops there.
Exactly.
Party City. Everyone gets their fucking costumes at that one. There's a
Five
Miami
Below.
Park isn't far from there. This is pre Five Below. There's a service merchandise.
Oh,
where you
shout
can
out.
Always
Shout
put your
out.
stuff
Take
on
the ticket
layaway
up.
there,
Take the
bro.
ticket up. Get your video games.
Hilarious.
Best shit.
So yeah, 137th, 122nd. We're not far off from that. Like,
Damn.
So Coral Springs, City of Kings,
Dude,
maybe.
shout out, man.
Maybe that's
Shout out for
something. Maybe
Riverside.
that's something else.
Riverside
over
Drive by between Sample and
Drive-by.
Wiles. Riverside Drive between Sample and Wiles. That's where that's where it went down. I mean, that's where it was real. That was where those were all townhouses. Like nobody had those weren't homeowners. They were townhouses. They were probably renting. And that's where the shit went down over there. That's where you stayed away from there. That was up the road from
Not to
Coral
be
Springs
played
High.
with.
Coral Springs High of the three high schools in Coral Springs area. That was the rough one. Coral Springs, the original CS High, was the very difficult one to like come in and out of. And we were all super fucking pussy, and nobody was fucking thugging out there. And but we had to make some shit up because we were all watching New Jack City and Boys in the Hood, and we were like, this seems fun. These
I
people
want to
seem
live this life. No, you
these
don't.
seem people much cool, right? As suburban ass, privileged ass white boys, we were like, man, wouldn't it be cool to be fucking underprivileged and underpaid and understaffed?
Yeah.
And would it be great if our teachers didn't care?
I want that struggle.
Yeah, right. What if I had to rob a convenience store just to like survive? That would be great, right? No, dickhead.
Never.
I want to have Michelle Pfeiffer as my teacher.
Right?
Fuck out of here.
I want
You
to
don't know
randomly sing Coolio songs.
I want to
what
get
it
girls
is.
pregnant when I'm 16. This
know
is
what it
fucking.
is.
This sounds like a great idea.
Take me to Gangster's Paradise.
I want to go there.
Stupid motherfuckers.
Hang out there.
To be fair, that shit still happens today. Little ass white boys
Yeah,
still want to
yeah.
be gangsters.
Really
shit.
stupid.
They just all have stupid haircuts now.
And now they have TikToks.
Oh.
So
And they show off their stupid haircuts
Yeah.
on TikTok. Why do y'all got the? I'm talking directly to this motherfucker here. Why do y'all have like the curly ass hair,
Oh.
like the super curly hair, but then they get it shaved up the sides? I just want you to know that every single human being that puts an eyeball on you and sees that haircut knows that you're a butthead. Like nobody respects you. Nobody. Like I can tell stupid shit's going on right now just by all the haircuts over there. These are bad. You guys have bad haircuts. You need to work on that shit. Get a fade.
Whenever I see a pack of LaMelo balls,
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
what I'm talking. Junior, do you want to know how angry I am? He's having a very good season. He's probably going to be an all-star.
shout out. But talking strictly haircuts here.
is
Dude,
that the one in Charlotte? Right?
Yeah.
He's the only one left.
There's 3 of them.
He's the only one left. LaMelo never made it, and Lonzo's knees all fucked up, right?
LeAngelo,
LeAngelo,
never
excuse
made
me.
it.
LeAngelo never made it.
And Lonzo
was with the
knees,
Bulls for a little
yeah.
while.
And they
his,
have those stupid expensive sneakers.
yeah, and stupid expensive
Well.
probably ruined Lonzo's knee.
Cause you want to buy ball sneakers, you big baller brand.
Yeah.
We gonna get you a Danirah, what size you? I'm gonna tell you right now. You wear a 7.5. We gonna get you 6.5 because big baller brand. It just
fits
works in a
different.
different way.
Yeah.
And you know the tongue speak a different tongue the same way I do. We gonna get you that. You got that.
That
Big baller
exclusive.
brand is coming up. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes you don't got to listen to your pops.
Save you
coming up.
$400.
Sometimes you don't got to
Coming
listen
up.
to your pops. Once you
It's
get
coming
to
up.
He's been quiet.
yeah, because the NBA, I think the NBA shut that down. They're like, looking, man, just shut the fuck up, please, just shut the fuck up. Also, the sneakers were like a debacle. Like he sold 1 million of them and then didn't like produce 1 million of them. So it was a whole thing.
No.
And also fucked up his kid's knee to the point where the guy had to leave the league for a little while. So Anyway, we're not a sports podcast.
Yeah.
Not a sports podcast.
Not a parental critique podcast either.
Definitely not that. But the goddamn parents in AAU and travel ball and all of that.
Cut
out of control.
that
Out of
kid's
control.
hair.
Out of control.
Cut your kid's hair.
Cut your kid's hair.
Cut his hair.
Cut his hair.
Cut his
Cut
hair.
his hair. Cut his hair.
Cut his hair. It's just bad. You have bad haircuts. And I say this as somebody not wearing a hat right now with a bad haircut. I'm waiting till Friday to get a haircut. You need to get a better haircut.
But it's a head full of hair.
46
You are
damn
thriving.
years old, and look at his flow.
Luscious.
46 damn years
Luscious.
old. Ask your pops about what his hair looks like. at
What
46.
what product, if any? Is it just good old Irish Spring?
I'm
Are you
currently
keeping it
using
true?
Dove Men Care charcoal infused
Whoa,
shampoo.
Charcoal. You got into that lane.
Yeah. Apparently, charcoal does nothing.
Zero.
Many doctors have been like, I don't know why we're putting charcoal on everything. It does nothing.
It just
But it
adds an
smells
effect.
amazing.
Oh.
And it gets my hair not stinky. So we use that shit now. Prior to this, we were using Papatui. Shout out to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. We were using all the Papatui products. Apparently, Papatui is going out of business because they used to have huge displays in Target,
Well,
and you
Dwayne-
could get face cream, and you could get tattoo balm, and you could get underarm deodorant stuff, and you can get shampoo, and you get everything. And now, when you walk into Target, Papatui is right there next to the Harry's, and next to the Dove Men Care, and next to the Irish Spring. It's just another product, and it's not selling well. I'm assuming, but it's nice because they have big chunky bars.
because this is what the Rock looks like. Maybe
It's kind of
And you're
crazy
buying
to be
hair
that guy.
products
It's
from
it's
this guy,
it's
maybe?
full
Is that
men's. It's full menswear. It's like there's facial cream.
yeah, but
There's overnight stuff. But if
now
you're buying the
doing-
shampoo,
you're doing the Dove.
yeah.
you're
Well, now I
doing
do the
Dove
Dove
now.
because I don't know.
So
I saw the charcoal infused and I was like, I'm intrigued. I want to fuck with this.
Tell me more.
Well,
When
luckily,
you like, I can do
We're a
whatever I
customer
want to
like
this
me.
hair. I can do whatever I want to it.
I
So
know.
ask your pops about what his hair looked like when he was 46. It didn't look like this.
Yep.
I have to get haircuts constantly because this shit won't go away.
keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Your pops just let that shit fall out and then he was good. He was good to go. Not me. No. I got to go to a stylist.
Yeah.
Last time I got my haircut, I got a faux hawk. Like
Oh
it
my
was
God.
1997 up in this motherfucker.
my
Hawks are still in.
Hell yeah, they are. And I got
Are
a good one
they?
too.
They're still a thing.
They
I got
are.
it. I got it. It was so good that I took my stylist card and I was like, when I get my next haircut, I'm coming back to you.
I'm gonna ask for you.
I'm asking for Autumn at the Sports Clips in Pompano.
I was gonna say Supercuts.
Now
Not too far.
Well,
she's
where
the
are you
she's,
in life
she's the
that it's
manager. So she assured me she'll still be there because like
Top of the line.
the last time I found a really good stylist at that Sports Clips in Pompano, that girl moved on to bigger and better things, and
Better
she
call
fucked. And the
Autumn.
next girl fucked up my hair. So I was like, all right. So Autumn did a damn good job on my faux hawk, and I'm like, Autumn, please never leave. And she goes, I'm the manager. I'm not going anywhere. So okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe you'll get bumped to corporate, but still, hopefully on Friday when I go on my little app and set my time to get my hair cut, I'm hoping that Autumn is there ready to give me another damn faux hawk.
And here I was thinking that you were like an OG season ticket holder with like a barber,
Going to a barber
stylist or
barber?
something,
No, that's
or
just
just
Dale.
you had someone.
I used to
that
have
was
someone.
your go-to for
Yes.
however long. Like
I've had multiple barbers in my day that I was like loyal to, and every single one of them vanishes off the face of the planet. I don't know what happens to them. I know what the one in Coral Springs did. The one I grew up with, the one I used to go to in high school and pay $20 every 2 weeks, just flat $20 because the cut was 10, and I tipped him 10 because I was a baller in the late 90s. I was like $300 million.
Change.
Yeah, keep it, bro. It's yours. They were selling weed out of the back of that barbershop, and they got raided by the cops one night, and they got shut down. And I was
Probably
like,
the best haircut you ever had. in your
skin
life.
fades out the fucking wazoo.
Yep.
You, dude,
Yeah.
if you know
see the
Mr. Bill
context
in
clues.
2024, you got a pretty good idea what Mr. Bill in 1996 was like. And Mr. Bill was walking around with one damn leg up, and he was getting skin fades.
amen.
And he was
LL
like,
Cool Bill.
hell yeah.
Facts.
And I was wearing my
Facts.
football jersey rolled up under my pad so you could see my abdomen. Because I was just like,
Yeah.
because that's what fucking Terry Glenn was doing for Ohio State. I don't know.
Did you have the cat scratches too at this
Fuck
point?
yeah, I
Of course you
did.
Of
Of
course,
course
you
I did.
What?
Stop being an asshole and saying dumb things. Of course that's what I did.
Now you're just saying stuff.
You're just saying shit and it's stupid and people can see.
Oh my god.
Of course. Every single late 90s hip hop stereotype that you imagine a white boy might have you seen the John B. Don't
I was
listen
gonna
to
ask,
what
have
people
you-
say?
Was it thin? at
No,
any point?
no, none of that. Never had facial hair before this.
Oh, okay.
Really?
No, I was big on I had sideburns though.
What about a little soul patch?
No, I've had soul patches in my day, but I did not have them in high school. There was no facial hair in high school. It was
Did you wear a T-shirt over one shoulder and then have a wife beater under a tank top?
No, I was.
Did you ever do that?
To be honest, the fashion hasn't much changed. It was track pants or sweatpants and. Oh, funny story. D, I feel like I'm taking the episode from you, but
please.
I'm sorry.
This is actually entertaining.
This is the three-less experience.
So my uniform in high school.
No other way.
My uniform in my junior and senior year of high school was sweatpants with either one leg or both legs pulled up, a hoodie, or a T-shirt that had like a sports logo of some kind on it. So whatever, and then Jordans. If you know me in 2024, not much has changed. So
they stay on the feet,
right? So I went to the Dolphin game this past Saturday, Jets Dolphins, and a friend of mine who I went to graduated high school with, who I have not seen since we graduated high school, maybe one or two times on like Thanksgiving holidays or whatever, was like, I saw her on her Instagram. She's like, yo, she lives in Orlando now. She was like, South Florida bound for the Dolphin game. So I shoot her a DM. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be at the Jet game to watch my team embarrass me in front of people. Are you tailgating? She's like, no. She's like, my friend is a season ticket holder and he's got this thing and blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, she's like, I'm sitting in whatever section, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, end of the half, I'm coming to see you. I'm like, we'll spend halftime together. She's like, perfect. She's like, I'm excited. I'm like, me too. So the Jets kick a field goal with like 52 seconds left, and I'm like, I'm gone. I'm running up to the 300 level to go see this girl. I'm like, shoot her a text. I'm like, hey, I'm by the Tostito stand. He's like, cool. She's like, how will I know it's you? And I'm like, you'll know. So, and I said that because I was just like, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be looking for you. I'll make a scene when you walk out. I know what you're wearing because I saw your Instagram picture. So I know, like, this is easy. She walks out of the corner and she comes down the alley. She looks at me and she goes, Billy, before I can even say anything. And she comes over to me. She gives me a hug and she goes, Jesus, you look exactly the same. Because I'm wearing track pants, both legs pulled up, and I'm wearing my Jets cap backwards. And so it's literally what I wore for 4 years in high school. It's the exact same uniform, just a little chubbier. And
changed that one bit.
She goes, same old Bill. She goes, I can't believe it. She's just same old Bill. And I was like, I am wearing the uniform I wore in high school. I didn't even think about it. I was like, this is the same shit I've been wearing for fucking 30 years. So that's, if you want an idea of what it don't change, man. This shit don't change.
It ain't broke.
It's just Lulu now instead of fucking, champion sweats.
Shout out Sosa. Been trying to get me into Lulu for a minute.
Dude, the only thing
you also look like your Snapchat avatar.
I do, because I cultivate my Snapchat avatar. Like every time I change, so I got.
You could be on a dating app and use your cartoon avatar, and people will be like,
"Yep, that's
same guy."
Hey, Bill. Hey.
And the thing is, with my Snapchat avatar, I'm honest. So like when I go to body type, you could just pick the skinny one. No one's gonna judge you. Nope, I'm a little chubby. So my Snapchat avatar, he's a little chubby. Sometimes I still cut lines in my eyebrows. I'll do it occasionally just to fuck around. I'll do it. When I do that, my Snapchat avatar, he gets a line in his eyebrow.
You're welcome, bud.
Last week, as a part of my midlife crisis, I got a second hole in my earlobe here. I got another earring in my earlobe here. What happened to my Snapchat avatar as soon as I got home that night?
He got extra cool.
He got another earring. My Snapchat avatar looks exactly like me. I cultivate that little bastard. I scroll the clothes. I'm like, if the Snapchat shop has an outfit that I actually own, then my little motherfucker is wearing that outfit. He does not have a choice. He's not gonna get the good Air Maxes. He's gonna get the ones that I got. He's gonna get the Air Max 1 with the Carolina blue.
Hilarious.
Thank you. So that's one of the nicest things anybody's ever said to me. Like, your Snapchat avatar looks just like you. You're goddamn right he does. You're goddamn right he does.
Every time I've ever seen it, I'm like, okay, this is him, dude. I know you're taking the time, because I've taken the time on avatars in the past too.
I gotta be honest.
And you lie on your other ones, but not that one. So
sometimes
you're like Madden ones or whatever, right?
Oh, the Madden ones are a fucking lie. The Madden ones are
they're sending you right to the combine.
He's 6'1", 225, not an ounce of fat on him. His vertical is like 900 inches.
Perfect.
He is so good. No, that dude is lying. That dude is a liar. But my real life, like, Snapchat avatar, he is me. He is I, and I am him.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you know video games?
What do you mean?
No video games for you?
Oh
Or
no, yeah, I play video games.
Any video games that you have created an avatar for? Because that would be another unlock.
I mean,
I have another question from that previous conversation, but we just randomly stumbled on the video games and the
I
avatar,
don't think
so I
I've
was
ever had
wondering
to
that.
make an. Well, I mean, I played The Sims. You know?
Did you ever put one in the pool and then pull the ladder out? Now you can't get out.
I've never been like that. No,
No,
I can't watch that.
I lead the league in torturing Sims, man.
Oh
It's
my
just not great.
God.
You put them in a room and they take all the doors out of the room and they
I've
just walk
always
around.
been so
They walk around in
fascinated.
circles till they die.
This is
They're all
highlight
just
reel.
standing there having to go to the bathroom. Please,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not happy.
dude. I know I've never had the heart to do that to them. Poor things. I've always been so fascinated with the people that have like the cheat codes.
For Sims?
Yeah,
There's cheat codes for
they
Sims?
make their Sims do some stupid.
Oh, damn.
Oh, like not safe for work kind of stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe
it's
it.
so weird.
I believe it. You know what
Yeah,
the
but-
biggest problem? You know how like
When's the last time The Sims was around, though?
It's
Sims
st- still around.
Wait, what?
yeah, fully.
they're
Yeah, there are people
doing
still
things.
fully committed to The Sims.
Yep.
100%.
On computer? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like
It's
they
on the
have it-
it's on the
they-
console
yeah,
too.
they
I'm
have
pretty
it on
sure.
the console,
Yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
feel like the cheat codes and all the things that you could do, like
It's
all the
the mods and shit.
fans, yeah,
Yeah.
the mods.
Like you
It's
can
on
make
PC.
you can make your Sims hook up. That's all
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
shit. Like, and it's not just like
Make one steal the other one's boyfriend.
right. They're
It's-
not. There's not like little hearts over their heads when they're standing
No.
next to each other. It's like full on like smashing in the in the fucking Sims room or whatever. Like, as soon as you put a video game on a computer,
Yep.
people are modding that fucking thing
Yep,
to do
somebody's
sex
gonna do
stuff.
something weird
That's
with
it.
When was the last time you played that, though?
I haven't played The Sims
It's
in
been
100 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
My version of The Sims is
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto. There's an avatar that's lying.
That-
My Grand Theft Auto avatar is lying. That guy, that dude is up to no good. And he is cool as shit. He is not me at all.
All right,
No,
so
I think the only other games that I've ever played is like Call of Duty.
doesn't meet that requirement there. So fuck that question. We go back to the original one of most embarrassing haircut, because we're talking haircuts.
Dude.
And just recently, Bill
Uh-huh.
got a faux hawk.
Yeah.
I've had every haircut in the book. I did everything except color my hair, but I had braids. I had a mohawk, faux hawk. I shaved half of my head and half of my beard before.
Wow.
like a two-face type of thing.
Okay.
So
Gotta
yes,
commit.
what is maybe a haircut that you can remember that you regret? I
I don't-
hate my bangs.
Yeah, I don't
I was
belong
gonna
in
say
bangs.
D is pretty like there are multiple hairstyles here available. Your avatar has multiple options. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to change your shit all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside of Pinderella,
Yeah.
obviously.
But
'Cause we
I
know-
don't belong in bangs.
No.
I just don't. No, it's just never gonna work. for me.
I shout out Chuj. I hate my bag.
It was so bad. It was like, but it was like those like little teeny ones, the mini. bang. I
Oh,
don't
you-
know why.
Junior.
I
never-
think, to be honest, is because I cut my own hair, and my mom didn't know what else to do but make the other side match.
right. You gotta fix it. You
Holy
gotta even it out.
When was this?
Oh, I was like
Oh, very early.
before I was even 10.
Yeah, very okay.
10
Oy.
and under. I was just like the moños,
Uh-huh.
and one day I just went click.
Hey, hey.
Oy, because you're a
You
child.
know, those intrusive thoughts, they win when you're little.
They win sometimes.
And I was just like, I wonder what this looks like in my hand, not on my head. And I just click.
Hey man,
And
it's
then
when
your
you
mom
learn that
said-
scissors work.
Yeah.
Your mom said, let's line that up.
Oy.
You found out.
Yep.
I know.
And it was like around school picture time. There is, in fact, evidence that I beg every time.
There always is.
Burn it. It's
Like
fine.
this, for example, of bad haircuts.
Who is that man?
Yeah, first of all, this kid's about
What is
80
that?
pounds
What is
skinnier
that?
than me, but this is my Slim Shady.
Marshall
Oh, I
Mathers.
remember this.
Yeah, you've seen this one.
I've seen
You've
this.
seen this one.
I've seen
I'm not going to
this.
put it on camera because I don't want to
Wow.
shame the poor girl in the picture. Shout out to Anna Laura, I love you.
What dance?
Um,
What dance was that for?
This was
Prom,
this
homecoming,
was prom.
formal, something.
This was her prom
Okay.
because I was a year
Different
older.
school?
I was
Or
I was a
same
year
school?
older than her, so I went back to the high school I graduated from for her prom,
Okay.
and all she. I showed up with that hair. She was,
And I was
she
going to
was
say, that's how you showed up.
Not happy. She was not fucking happy. But
Those pictures are forever.
they are, and so are the keychains. Yeah, she was not happy. Anna Laura was a fucking. She put up with a lot of my bullshit back then. You think I'm bad now? Imagine when I was good looking, how fucking obnoxious I was.
So we're getting the what's left over from.
That's
the
it. This
golden
is just
years
the
that
remnants. This is the remnants of the once confident
I've seen
Mr.
the
Bill.
mountaintop.
You have an eternal prime, dude. You have different tiers to your prime. That's all
Man.
it is.
That kid though, holy Christ, he was fucking unbearable. I don't know how that girl lasted 2 years with me, and didn't just stab me to death. I don't know. And Costa Rican too. So Costa Rican hot, like a
Little
fiery
spicy
Costa Rican.
Latinas.
Yeah, Costa Rican family
Yeah.
would just woof.
If you knew how to say pura vida, you guys would still be together. But
Right,
you
yeah.
call it pura vida.
Yeah, pura vida.
Yeah, sorry,
Whatever.
man.
Whatever. It doesn't
So
matter.
were you in Gainesville when you came back at this time? Right?
What do you mean?
Because you said you
That picture? No. I was home.
when did you go to the Ville?
Yeah,
you didn't
I
go
don't-
immediately after.
No, I didn't go right
Oh,
away.
okay.
Yeah, that was her prom.
Oh,
And
'Cause you spent a little time.
yeah, I spent a little time in
Gainesville,
North Carolina. I was no, this was
then-
this would have been North Carolina. I was probably home from North
Ah.
Carolina before that because football season had ended and I was done with football. So
Bill played a little ball.
Yeah, he played a little ball.
Yeah.
a little ball.
No,
But
no,
yeah,
no,
so she was
played a little ball.
the girl's an angel. Just put up with that bullshit. The tux I'm wearing in that picture
Yeah.
is the tux that Mr. Dalvin is wearing in the Love You for Life Jodeci video.
Wow.
Because
So you've always been.
I've always been hip hop white boy. I
Yeah.
saw that shit and I was like, I want that because everybody gets the same tux.
He's here today because of authenticity.
Dude, I walked into that friggin' tux store and I was like, "There's no chance they're gonna have this thing." And I like was looking through the tuxes on the board and I saw it and I'm like, "Can I have this one?" The guy was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we're getting this one." Man, that was fucking awesome. It was good times.
My 8th grade prom, I went to shout out to the Denny's on 137th and Bird, and shout out to Diggy.
Shout out to every Denny's.
Which was always the late night waitress there. But right next to that Denny's is where I got my 8th grade prom tux from, and it was the Chris Tucker suit from Rush Hour
Nice.
with a little button. Like,
Yeah, no,
I
this
saw
is what that one had. It had
had
like
me in a chokehold.
yeah,
I
they called
need
those
that.
the preacher tuxes. If you had a preacher tux, because it was like there was no, you could barely see the shirt. It was like
Mm-hmm.
a double triple button, and it had like the button instead of on the collar instead of the bow tie. Preacher
Same
tux,
number, same hood. It's all good.
preacher tux. Good in every hood, baby.
Good
Good in every hood, baby.
Ah, bangs.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What about later years in life? Because that
I think-
was. I mean,
think the
I
eighth
understand
grade-
it came around a picture day and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Picture day is always when all of my fashion faux pas get recorded.
Oh man,
Facts.
I have a picture. I feel like it was like 8th grade, so we were still in Macmillan at this point. But my eyebrows were pin thin. Ooh, like
But
the
it was
razor
also the
kind
time.
when you
It was the
razor
time.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was part of the time. But I recently saw that picture again, and I was like, why did I do that?
I got to be honest. The quickest way to identify what era a picture is from on a woman is just look at the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Because ladies have gone through so many eras where there's like make them as thin as possible, cut them all off, and paint them in.
Yeah,
Make them full as shit. Like, oh my God, ladies. You don't have to worry about
And every
this.
time you thought you ate, every single time you're like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, and
you
like,
nailed it. You nailed it too. Like
100
you nailed the Sharpie, perfect
Yeah.
design and whatever.
and 100 out of 100 dudes wouldn't have given a single flying fuck what your eyebrows looked like. Not one fuck. And we'd just be like, girls, just do whatever. It's fine. Like, concentrate on the
I
shit.
mean, it's one of those things like it's not a unibrow, you know.
Yeah.
All right, cool, but it didn't have to be a Sharpie one either. Like
Yeah.
that's
1, 2. All right,
funny.
you got both of them.
That is that time.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we never did anything like that. I mean, people thin their eyebrows,
Dude.
especially the. Well, it's Miami. Also, Latino heat. Everybody here.
Everybody gets
Everybody.
something.
Yeah, man.
touched.
Everybody can kind of tell on each other
Yeah.
from yeah. I mean, there are certain pictures that I look at and I can tell right away. I'm like, yeah.
Are you searching for more pictures right now?
I'm looking for
Different-
my preacher the picture with the preacher tux that I had in '97. That was that's not it either. I'm still listening to everything you're saying. I can multitask. I'm on my phone 24 hours a day. So if I was distracted by my phone to the world around me, I'd never live. But I can do everything. I can do my phone and do everything else that I do. No big deal.
Attaboy. All right.
Hilarious.
So we're gonna keep it with the 305 real quick here
Yeah.
then, and we talked about Macmillan, Sunset. We talked about New York. Panama.
I had no idea you were from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Where are you, like Carmen Sandiego? Where are you in the world right now? Because you bounce around a little bit in Miami. You were touring and everything. I don't know if you're still touring. Are you?
We've taken a break, yeah.
Okay, but where in the world is Danirah? I wanted Carmen.
I bought a house in Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead.
Shout out, but you don't have to tell people the location and shit. You know what I'm saying? Proper Homestead.
How far are you away from the racetrack?
This is the same house from previous.
From
this
previous.
is in Homestead. Okay.
One of the most interesting
Proper
things
Homestead. I
about
don't know
me.
when does Proper Homestead start?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I
close
know
to the
Cutler Ridge became Cutler
track.
Bay,
Yeah.
and then shit just started happening south of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's exit 5 on,
Yep.
maybe.
Yep.
And
I'm
then
down
exit,
there.
exit 5, and then exit 1 is Florida City, and then
Yep.
the Keys also.
Mhm.
Okay. So
That was before a couple weeks ago. That was my entire experience with Homestead. Was like that's the last place I hit before I hit the Keys.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Bill,
all
have you
of a
gone?
sudden
Has Bill?
I've
passed
not
by?
I've not been to
racetrack.
Dee's place, but I've been to the track.
Yeah.
I went to my first NASCAR race this year.
which
It
isn't
was pretty
too
awesome.
far. Yeah, it's not too far from the.
I would imagine as big as
Airbase
that
and all
fucking
that.
place is, I would imagine everywhere in Homestead is not that far from the track. That place is
Yeah.
huge.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe it when we pulled up. Like, my God, I
Yeah,
get
but
it. You got to
there's
put a racetrack
mad
there.
space out there. That's
Yeah.
why everything's far from
Crazy, man.
one
Yeah,
another
you-
because
I've had
there's
to-
so much space.
when even people in Miami are like, "Yo, Homestead," like,
Yeah.
that's how you
Yeah.
know.
It's such farmland. It's so crazy.
Right.
Like I've had to watch a gator cross the street. Like it was
Shout out.
stupid.
That's a very South Florida
For
thing,
real?
though. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all had gator
like
experiences.
in your car, or
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
around
Like I
shit?
was trying to get home, and I think it was coming from one side of like a little pond to go to the lake, and it's just slowly but surely crossing the road. I'm like, this is weird.
And again,
Hurry
you've
up,
lived
bro.
your entire life
Yeah,
in Florida,
right?
pretty
I'm trying
much,
to get somewhere.
and you're like, this is some Florida shit.
Yeah, this
It's
is
not
this
Miami.
is why they talk
this is some
about us.
Florida shit.
Dude, anything with a gator is some Florida shit.
Mhm.
It's just like, where else is gonna put up with this stuff,
This is
man?
exactly why they
I
talk
tried to
about us.
explain to someone that we get Florida shit in Miami,
Yeah,
and they didn't understand. And they're like, what do you
because
mean?
Miami is not
And the-
Florida.
Right. I constantly explain to people, I'm like, look, man, I'm from Florida, but I ain't from
Yeah.
Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it's not some flex to say you're from South
No,
Florida, because we
no.
have our own slate of
Yeah.
ridiculous bullshit going
Yeah,
on down
facts.
here. It's just not like had sex with an alligator kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Or go shopping with an alligator,
Right,
Or anything
right.
with an alligator. Like,
right. It's just like,
No, we have our own Grand Theft Auto.
right. The infrastructure's all
Things going
fucked
on.
up down here.
Which
you know?
is why
It's
GTA's made 2 video games based off of the state of Florida.
not- I can't wait for GTA 6. You have no idea.
Well, this
Wonder how
episode's
many
going to come
more
out
things
before
we'll get.
GTA.
Yeah.
This episode, of course, it's never going to come out. That's why I can't wait for it. Please release that eventually. My God, the trailer itself is the most. The trailer has everything you could want. It has like swamp fucking airboat ride shit.
Yeah.
It has like Zoes in the fucking street with dunk riders. It's got regular ass fucking like white boy shit. It's got like Robin Bank. I mean, I can't wait for that shit, man. It's gonna be so good. And like the pictures that like they have like the where 395 is still under construction with the big arch that they're putting up there.
Forever under construction.
Eternal.
The
Wait,
GTA 6 has
by-
that shit done.
But
GTA 6
Already.
shows it's done. It's done in GTA 6. They got that
It's
shit.
a dream. That's when we'll get it.
That's
when
what it
that's
is.
done.
I was
That's what
about to
it
say, is that a sign?
Yeah.
Is that just forecasting? Like,
It's
when?
supposed to be like people who know these things think it's going to be like March of 25.
So
And I'm
what
like,
are
that's
those
so
arcs?
close.
What are those arcs?
I don't
Because
know, dude. It's an aesthetic choice. Who knows?
Green Up and I were talking about it, and it's like, is this some St. Louis, Missouri shit? Is this
Well,
like
there's
St.
that
Pete
arch on
art?
826 right off 95 there, right? Where when you come off the turnpike to get onto 95, if you take the exit that takes you to 826, there's like a fake ass St. Louis
I mean,
arch right there in
it's-
front of like a dude. It's your place, bro. That's Dade County. You tell me about it. Once I pass the football stadium, that's Dade County. man.
I'm unincorporated out here. You know where you're
Yeah.
at. You know where
Every
you're
time
at.
I hear somebody
Sweetwater.
say, I'm from Florida, I know you're not from Miami.
Nah,
Facts.
Because if you're from Miami or Broward, you would say that.
everybody in
Immediately.
Broward says Miami too. It's
Yeah.
And it's what
just
Bill's
easier.
always said. The easiest thing in the world previously, like you're not gonna
I'm from this. No.
Nobody knows where
Miami.
Coral Springs is. But if I say Miami, it covers
Yeah,
it.
because people on TikTok will be like, "Yeah, I live in Florida." I'm like, "Oh, you live in like Orlando
Yeah.
or something."
Right, you live in Ocala.
Yeah, you're way up there.
You
Uh,
live in
Jacksonville.
Ocala.
Because
Get
if
outta
it was
here.
Miami, you'd
Claremont, made up places. Apopka.
Yeah.
It's not even Tampa. Fuck out of here, dude.
Who even
Fuck
lives
outta
in
here.
Kissimmee?
What?
Mickey
It's not
lives
even
in
a real
Kissimmee. How
place.
dare you? Mickey lives there.
Shout out. Shout out to it. Miggy.
Actually, technically, no, right? It's
It's like
No.
Orange County.
it's in Orange County. Kissemmee's in Orange County
Winter
too. But
Haven.
technically, Disney is
Yeah,
in.
Winter Haven. Yeah.
I mean,
Is it-
Disney,
is it technically
Disney
Celebration?
College and all of this. Like,
They did theme that whole celebration Florida after
Yeah.
Disney. It's like Pleasantville.
It is. That place is creepy.
Scary. Yeah.
That place is creepy. Everybody who drives through there says the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
I-
Imagine all the houses are absolutely identical.
well, everyone wears like the Old Navy American flag sweater on 4th of July.
Oh my
Like
God.
everybody,
we
everybody.
stopped buying those in like 04 or
No,
something.
not in celebration. They still wear them shits.
Mm-hmm. Like they're brand new. They pop tags.
So you were at Disney in this Disney program for 6 months. You said January to May,
Mm-hmm.
and then like what was the end game, Spence? Like what was the
Well, because it has an end date. So it's
right?
not like
I
a
know, but
decision to
what's
leave.
like what is the goal when you're in there is to just end up in Walt Disney Co.
It
or
looks real good on a resume.
okay?
So
it's
it's
that
not
kind
even
of
something where you necessarily need to stay.
okay.
It's just something that looks real good.
Ooh,
on
you
a
worked at
resume.
Disney.
Yeah.
You know exactly
Tell
how
me more.
you know exactly how many steps between garbage cans there are supposed to be, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think that's where like my not passion, but my need to follow rules comes from. I wish.
a compulsive
I really,
need
really
to
wish
be a
I was
rule
one
breaker.
of those people that's like, yeah, go with the flow, it'll be fine. I'm like, no,
No.
follow the instructions, please.
That's why Hollywood likes you so much, because it's like whichever damn row is
I just
supposed
don't
to
wanna
get
get
these
yelled at.
pizzas are
Yeah.
gonna get these pizzas.
Exactly.
Danirah?
And when people
D,
are like,
come here.
and when people are like, it's fine, he'll be okay. I'm like, look, I'm not about to. Get
I don't want to get
for
yelled
you.
at for that. How many times since we worked together did I sit in that freaking locker room eating the pizza we were supposed to be passing out to fucking people and look at Danirah and be like, D, I'll handle it. Don't worry about it. They're not gonna do anything to me.
I'm just
I'll
sitting there
eat this
like,
bullet.
Oh God.
I will take every bullet here. It does not matter. They're not gonna do anything to me. It's
Oh,
cool.
man.
Isabella, poor Issa, one day she had the one on a Star Wars night. She had a bunch of Star Wars characters, and we were gonna do the pizza dash with Star Wars characters. And these poor characters, these dudes were wearing these freaking costumes for 3
Clunky
hours.
things.
Yeah, like these guys in these stormtroopers they couldn't see, and they wanted them to run up and down the stairs and hand out these pizzas. And I was just like, I did my section and I ran, like I never ran anywhere, but I did my section. And I was walking back, and there was poor Issa standing there with like 10 pizzas and a guy in a Wookiee costume and like a bunch of stormtroopers. And she was like an intern at the time, so she's freaking out. She's like, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" And I'm like, "You give me the pizza, and I'm gonna pass out the pizza. And you're gonna take them downstairs." She's like, "But." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Like, if they yell, just say Billy beat me up and took the pizzas. Just don't worry about it.
He
Just-
pushed me.
Right. Just get out of here. Like, don't, it don't matter. Eventually it don't matter. Like they're just like, they don't care. As long as the sponsor gets their name on the scoreboard and the pizza and they get a picture of a little kid eating a free pizza,
We
it's
have
fine.
Chick-fil-A now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Somebody missed 2 free throws, right? And we all got free.
those chicken sandwiches for everybody.
Somebody on the Lakers.
Man,
Good job, Lakers.
that was actually my most liked comment on Instagram. I commented on a NBA video of Boban Marjanovic missing both free throws and saying he's like a man of the people and everything because he did it on purpose.
Right. He wants people to get
Everyone can get it. And it was his visiting arena.
right.
So even better, dude.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that is double down man of the people. Like,
It's so funny. What? That's such a great
Bobby.
promotion.
Who was that team that like Wingstop was like they can't win, and then all of a sudden they won and it's free chicken wings for everybody.
what?
Yeah,
Somebody started off.
Someone was
slow.
on a real nasty losing streak, and Wingstop was just like, what?
And they had a giveaway,
then they
it was like-
won.
and then they won, and everyone cashed in.
Yes,
That's funny.
that
Is it
happened.
A basketball game though?
I think so.
Because that'd be aggressive. They play so many basketball games. If it
Yeah.
was like a football game and
Yeah.
shit, like you guys have lost 7 in a row or whatever.
Mhm.
We only got 16 or
Dude,
12.
it was
Like
bad.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
Damn. What new promos? I
always like the
Chick-fil-A. That's it.
I fuck with that.
you can always tell when your team is playing on the road if your team you can always tell if the other team's arena gets something if your guys screw up because it gets like super. I remember UD one night, like UD missed the first of a front end and they were in Atlanta and he missed the first one and it was the Heat were up by like 20 and the crowd gets super loud. Like, and you just tell it's like, oh, if he misses the second one, they're gonna get something.
Do you want this Roscoe's or no?
That's what it was. So and then UD hits the second and he runs back and he's just like no food on me, none of that shit. The players know that shit, man. Like they missed the first one and the crowd gets loud and it's the middle of the fourth quarter of a blowout and they're like, why are these people getting mad? You see them look up at the scoreboard like, oh, y'all want a free Big Mac? Well, guess what you ain't getting. I'm gonna focus on this free throw like it's practice and I'm trying to go home.
Shout out to the legend.
Dude.
OG.
And all you have to do is have a Chick-fil-A app. Open up the app. It's like, hey, Heat fans, here's a Chick-fil-A.
That was it. I got a couple of texts that next day. They're like, hey, somebody missed a free throw.
What about the Papa John's app? Is that still active and
know.
everything? What do you mean?
Papa 50 or whatever.
It's still 50, right? It's still 50 off if the Heat win. Yeah.
Damn
Which
right,
is
bro.
Can't beat that, man. That's 50 off the whole order.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the brownie. Go ahead and get the brownie at the end.
Indulge, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's now that thing is $2. Thank you. Shout out.
D, question.
Yeah.
You gave us favorite moment as a hoop trooper on the Miami Heat. I'm going to ask you favorite moment in the arena as a CSC worker.
I wasn't CSC. I was just an usher.
Really?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that company?
It's a
though?
red shirt.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't fall under...
No.
What?
CSC is like security.
CSC is a company.
Yeah.
I was an usher for the building.
Ushers work for the arena.
Damn. So you were just American
Never
Airlines
CSC.
arena the entire time.
Sorry. No offense to
So,
anyone else. Or
shout out to
CSC.
the CSC.
But no, that wasn't me.
Shout out to the AAA because at that time American Airlines arena employee. So working as an American Airlines arena employee, what was your favorite memory? Non-Heat related.
Non-Heat related? Oh my God, Bruno Mars.
Oh.
I got to work so many concerts.
I was gonna say, is that the perk? Like the games feel like they're a pain in the ass. The concerts, that's the shit.
What year? What year, Bruno?
I think it was like that 24 karat magic year. It was around that era of Bruno. Yeah. We got to see a lot of things.
2016. Yeah.
And I was the usher that the supervisor would just like hand her, like she would hand me her binder. I would assign different sections to people and then she'd be like, all right, just walk around and give breaks. Like it was the easiest thing I've ever done.
You've always been the overseer.
A little bit.
Of overseeing.
Yeah.
What's that now, Bill?
Sorry. Somebody sent me a direct message.
Overseeing the overseer here. No, you are the overseer overseeing.
It's nice. It's nice to be the worker bee that the management trusts, but then you realize they're making you do management shit on your worker bee salary.
Which is why I was like, all right, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. Like I'm after this season, I was done.
Oh, you have trust in me and faith in me? Well, I'm quitting.
Yeah, I think I'm good off of this.
Okay.
Y'all aren't giving me the black vest. I want the vest.
That's right. You better move me up. You better put me down by the flagship.
All this binder, no vest.
All this binder,
no money,
no title, no nothing,
no
nothing. Damn.
So
all you're gonna do is get me side eyed by the other worker bees.
Exactly.
Like, fuck off, man. I ain't doing that shit.
She ain't even our supervisor. Why is she telling me what to do?
Bitch making more money than me.
Exactly. We both sitting here in yellow shirts and red jackets. What are you doing? Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
That's funny.
How many years there?
2009 till I turned into a hoop trooper.
Sick. Damn.
Yeah.
Bruno
So like
Mars.
6 years?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Yeah, Bruno Mars was dope. Beyonce was dope. There's so many different things as like ushers. Yeah.
Did you see Usher as an usher?
I did. No, I was working Live Nation. Yeah.
So awkward for him.
It was so good.
Every time he runs into an usher.
All you ushers in here and just one usher on stage.
Boobs. Sorry.
Oh.
Damn, these are real boobs. They're like Anna Kendrick's boobs.
Yeah.
No, stunt double.
Oh, stunt boobs?
Stunt boobs.
That's not Anna Kendrick either. I'm sorry. Sorry, Anna Kendrick.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I mis-ID'd your boobs, Anna Kendrick.
Dynamite dropping.
Sorry for the confusion.
She's an actress too, though. She's like a real actress too. I can't remember her name.
So
Yeah.
here we go with question number 3 now, because it was favorite moment of the Miami Heat as a hoop trooper. Favorite moment working as not CSC arena employee in that tenure. Now I ask you, favorite moment on the 3 list, since you've already had 2 moments on the 3 list, but this is your moment on the 3 list. It is episode 55 of the 3 list. What
Does it have to be something that I participated in?
You know what?
Maybe
because you've been an original season ticket holder, spew out whatever is in your little heart there. Go for it.
Watching you guys do the improv was fire. Oh my goodness. I was so proud. I was a proud mama.
You just wanted to get flowers.
Center. I was like, let's go.
You wanted to get flowers, and we'll give you flowers right back for actually being there and showing up. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And I have a little Thrillist pin. It's
Front
exclusive.
heart.
Had to be there.
Shout out to Steph.
Shout out to Steph.
The notorious SMP, the executive producer of this. She made those little goodie bags with
Fire.
pins and stickers and
stickers.
whatnot. So
I'll never forget when
My sticker was a sticker of Jesus that said, I saw that.
and he did.
when the doors opened and everyone started filing in, and the first 2 heads we saw when we walked in, we were like Brittany and D, like, hey, I'm like, holy shit, people came to this.
The love,
so good,
the love. D, how do you feel now being on this episode, your episode of the 3 list, an official, full-blown episode dedicated to you? Shout out to Jimmy Greenup, the first of the repeat offenders of the 2nd season. We needed an original season ticket holder here, so thank you. But how did you feel being on this episode here?
It was great. You know, it always starts off with me being a nervous wreck, like, oh, what am I going to talk
You're
about?
not alone. You're not alone. Everybody who sits in that chair for the most part is like, what are we going to talk about? Well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm going to fill large stretches of time just looking at my own belly button and being like, I'm so funny. Let's talk about stuff. So you were fine. You were always going to be fine.
This is fire.
I could do another 3 hours with you though. I could just, because I wish we told more Heat stories. It's just, we're not, stuff that's not coming to us, but.
Yeah. I always think of it after, like, oh, I should have.
Always.
That's how it happens.
The podcast after the podcast is always a thing. So.
Well, the beauty about this podcast and you specifically with this podcast is not only like D Wade, he has a key under the mat. You're coming back for the 3rd.
I'm coming for my shot.
She's coming for her shot
for
glass.
the 5th because you are an original season ticket holder.
Yeah.
You will always be tremendo family here. Drop a tremendo. Billy knows tremendo family here.
Shout
You are
out-
familia.
Shout out Chooch. That's another
So
one.
yes,
That's another one she taught me.
D, thank you. Not only for showing up today for your episode, showing up for the last time that you were on this, but for showing up and listening to every episode and always showing love. I said it in the Cheers pre-show, but thank you, honestly. Love you for free. Thank you for always showing love to us, showing love for the Heat, for being the large person in charge no matter what, whether it's on your pay scale or not, dude. You are the realest for real, and that's why you're here, and that's why you will keep coming back. You are family. We love you here. I'm speaking on behalf of him. I'm stepping on his toes.
No, it's fine. I've been
I
stepping
love
on
you.
you guys
He
all
loves
night.
you.
It's
We
fine.
love you.
Oh, I love you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love you,
Thank
D. I could do another
honestly.
3 hours. This was a good one. I was looking forward to this one. Sometimes I'm nervous, and I'm just like, what are we going to talk about? But this one, I knew we were going to kill it. So
Thank you.
I hope people don't get too mad at me for talking too much. Fuck you guys. You love this show.
Hey,
It's so good.
it is a good show, and this has been an incredible episode. Thanks to you. Episode 55
Damn.
of the 3 list.
They let us do 55 of these.
55. D, we
55
love you.
moment.
We love you. We love you. Thank you. Episode 55 of the 3 list. We out. Thank you, D. Danirah. Hoop troop. Fam. Come on. Yeah.
I am very real. I'm the realest person you're ever gonna meet.